Welcome, everybody. What's up? What's going on? What it is, what it do, what it gonna be, what it be like. It's your boy, JT. What We Know podcast, Black Man Unfiltered, syndicated. You know what it is, y'all. Man, we gonna have some fun tonight. It's What We Know Wednesdays. Y'all know what it is, man. We got the people coming in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share. Let people know that we are live here. What We Know podcast, Black Man Unfiltered. You know what it is. We got the people coming in. Lady Navarre, what's going on? I'm glad to see that you are up and about, rocking over here with us right now. I know you've been over there doing some things at the hospital, so we had to give you a shout out last night. I don't know if you've seen that, but it was there. What's going on with my sister? My sister, take heed to the message. What's popping with you, sis? What's going on? Good eats. What's going on, girl? How you doing? How you doing? How's everybody? Embrace the graces in the building. What's going on, girl? My man, grooming and reviews, the Greek freak is in the building. What's going on? What's popping with you, man? Trey Ferg, my brother. The OGs in the building. All right, y'all. We gonna have them coming in. I'll be giving the shout outs to everybody that's coming up in here, but you do understand that when you come into either house, What We Know podcast, or when you're at the Black Man Unfiltered house, you have to hit that like button. Please hit that like button, share. And don't forget, people, that if you like the content, if you love the content, if you like what we're doing over here, please hit the super chats, hit the cash apps. We got cash apps also. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there. I have not put I don't know why I haven't put my cash app up, but super chats will do just well too. And if you can't afford either one of those and you love the content, please give us a like on the channel. What We Know podcast, Black Man Unfiltered. What's going on to my brother, Rob? Rob, I got to get some of your clips, bro. Big Back is in the building. I got to put you up on here, bro. I got to get some of your clips, man. Love to see you here, bro. My brother. All right, y'all. Tonight, we're going to be doing a video reaction. If you guys seen the title, it says, "You ain't got a lot to kick it. You ain't got a lot to kick it." I'm trying to tell you, we have a liar in the house. We're going to expose this shit. Or we just going to talk about it, have some fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Either or, we're going to have some fun with the video. I'm going to have the people coming up on the panel also and being able to talk and kick it with your homeboy, JT. Yesterday, and Rob, you know this, bro. Yesterday was 75 degrees in Michigan. First time ever. 75 degrees, man. That shit was crazy as hell. In February, 75 degrees is something big over here. But we knew, I'm going to tell you, we knew that shit was all cap. Because today, we are here looking at, 28 degrees? 25 degrees? That shit was crazy. Michigan is one of those states, man, where this weather would do a fake move on you quick and in a hurry. That shit was crazy as hell. I made sure that I didn't even get excited about it, man. It was what it was. I enjoyed it for a couple of doggone minutes, and that was it. You dig? That was all. But we got some more people coming in. My boy Trekker, yeah, what's going on? What's going on, my man? I hope you are safe. I hope the family is doing well. I hope everybody is doing that thing over there, man. Thank you for coming by. That's my brother right there on the road. He ain't playing when he say Trekker, yeah, because he always, any panel that I be on there with, my boy be in that truck, boy, making that money. Love to see you, my man. Most definitely. Hell yeah, Rob. They was over there. You had people barbecuing. You had cats out there trying to hang out. what they thought it was, bro. I saw people in Ann Arbor, bro. You know, the kids in Ann Arbor is already crazy. They be wearing flip flops and shorts. It'll be like 20 degrees outside, and they still got flip flops and pajamas and shorts and shit on. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy over there, man. Michigan is something different, man. What's going on, my boy? Blaze McCory. What's going on, boy? What's popping? You say peace and abundance. JT Mods in the chat. Hope all is well this evening. Listening in for a couple of secs. I appreciate you, brother. I really do. I appreciate you. Embrace the grace. You already know. I'm gonna shoot the link in a little bit, y'all. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into this because I got a couple of videos I want to do, and then I'm gonna be bringing the people up. But before I do that, I definitely have to give a rest in peace to Flint's city councilman, the guy Eric Mays. I don't know if you guys ever met Eric Mays. This man is known at least nationally. He has been a pillar in the Flint community, the city of Flint community. Eric Mays is that dude. And if you've never heard of Eric Mays, I'm gonna give you a little piece of what Eric Mays was made of. And it goes a little something.
I say something to a council member to find out why something isn't getting done. I'm told to not.
Can you guys hear that? Let me know if you can hear it. Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear that.
Attack the council member. So I would like to.
One in the chat if you can hear the video. All right, we good to go. All right, let's go ahead. I'll give y'all a little taste of what Flint had to deal with for years. For years. Here we go.
Get straight. If we have to follow the rules, can't you get the fool on the end of the counter to follow the rules too?
Look, Mr. President, looked like he was pointing at me, but hey, look. Every time he holler and call me a fool and then stand in that aisle, I want him out of here now. I want him out. You've been warned, I want you out. You a fool. That's why you finna be.
That's right, Lady Navoa. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Foolishly walk out of here right now. Get him out of here. But I shouldn't be told in a public meeting, like you're right, we ain't in grade school, finish up, sum up. I shouldn't be letting knuckleheads who don't understand the rules
Councilman Mays, that's a derogatory remark.
And purposely meant. Ran him off of here because he was protecting his reputation. She out of order talking when I'm talking. If she want to say point of order, I'll stop. But for her to be saying and talking when I'm talking and for you to uphold that, y'all both wrong. Check her. Let me have this flow. That's how it works. She's saying she is talking to me and Newsom. I
Councilman Mays, Councilman Mays, you didn't. You have to state the breach and the rule.
Okay.
Councilman
when
Mays.
it's my turn to speak, let me know, because y'all must be deaf.
Talk about harassment. Excuse me, but I've been through a lot. And for someone to minimize actual real harassment and calling people stupid and shut up.
But he's so ignorant towards me that he go, it seemed like forever. Did nobody interrupt nobody? And I'm getting tired of it. I mean, where do they think they can get off at? It's so disturbing. Point of order. And if he keep on, just gap Mr. Metcalf deal with it. I wouldn't deal with these clowns if I'm the chair.
Go ahead.
Because I'm going to call them clowns.
I don't want to stay till the cows come
Mr.
home.
President, can you ask him to leave? You ain't got to sit here, man. Go on over there to the 8th Ward to your bed and breakfast, which is illegal in my mind. Make a referral to shut that bed and breakfast down. A home business in a residential area. I'd like to make a referral to the governmental ops to see if we can get an inspector to shut that bed and breakfast down. You was too busy writing, in my opinion, an illegal letter with Kate Fields and Worthing. You want me to pull it out to the Attorney General. talking about y'all want a meeting with Dana Nessel and the governor, and they ain't gave you a meeting yet, trying to get some folks in trouble. Now, this is no joke with Councilman Mays, councilperson Griggs. No, the housing program, you can't stay quiet, can you? The housing program ain't failed. The subpoenas ain't all the way failed, but you and Eva Worthing writing that letter might be getting ready to fail. Yeah.
You
Don't
passed
give
the
me no
warning.
that. Look, Miss Galway, I can go home.
I remove you from.
I'm out to cuss.
You're removed
Leave
from
me.
the.
No, you remove.
You're removed from.
Man, I want to see you do it. You go with that mess. Every word I say talking to him or whatever, this is a setup. Y'all been trying to do it because of that lawsuit. Your motion fails. It wasn't but fault. You didn't vote to remove me.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you are removed technically from.
I'm gonna remove myself.
Mrs.
I'm gonna sue the shit out of y'all.
Councilman.
That's what I'm gonna
Thank
do.
you.
Record
Is that on the
that.
record? Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
Ms.
remove myself.
Ma-
I'm not gonna be disrespected by Griggs, Kate Fields, or nobody. And I'm not gonna be made a fool of and make my blood pressure go up when I come to these council meetings dealing with foolishness. Knuckleheads. We'll see how I vote. Maybe I'll abstain whether we got knuckleheads. Who is the biggest knucklehead? Me? I don't think so. Just keep watching and keep listening.
Let me finish, Ms. Worthy. Please, we're in government operation and how we operate. You don't have to interrupt me. I said to this point, about
Mr.
time
Mayor,
you
I
was
just want
talking.
you to remain germane to the actual special order, and none of it has to do with you being legally removed from a meeting.
Oh, yes, it does. Not in your white mind, but in my black mind,
Mr.
it
Mayor,
does.
please refrain from talking racial terms.
Quit trying to throw my black boop, 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 boop out in violation of the rules and law. An appeal. And let the chief come up here messing with me, and I'm going to sue you, him, and everybody else. I ain't out of order saying point of order. Point of order is always in order. And I said point of order, and you ruling me out of order, I appeal that.
Madam Chair.
Maintenance of order and
You're
debate.
making a mockery
The
out of
public
this meeting.
and city council
Point
are
of
both
order.
subject to the
Point.
disorderly person or persons ordinance section 31-10.
Man, you
And
was
the
a mock-
general
you was
code
making
of
this
conduct.
city
please
look
stay.
bad.
This is what our
You
meetings are
making
like
this city
every
look
time.
bad.
Additionally,
You making the city look
The
bad.
chair
Point of order. You got to
presiding
stop
of-
talking when we say point of
what's your
order.
point of order?
You out of order.
Okay.
See this form? This that $74 million. Go to the third floor of City Hall, whether you need money for a roof, vinyl side, vinyl windows,
What?
whether you need to pay your water bill that might be behind $2,000-3,000. Get one of these forms.
I need one.
You get them from the third floor of City Hall. This is grant money. So check this out. All you gotta do is go get a form, fill it out. Now, this gonna go on for the next year or so, but don't be in the last crowd. Be in the first crowd.
Okay.
And fill them out. But now
Hey,
guess
baby.
what?
Are you filming him?
While you're doing that, and you're in City Hall, vote Mays for mayor.
Vote Mays for mayor.
I'm that guy.
Let me
I
have
know how to
one.
get stuff
I
done.
need one.
Get that to the next.
Yeah, rest in peace, Councilman Mays. That man has been working with the city of Flint, man, for years. I can't remember how many years, but it's been a long time. He was also the council president. Even though it seemed when you guys see a lot of those animated moments that he have, the man really cared about his city. And if you was on the city council and you was on some bullshit, he was gonna let you know you was on some straight up bullshit. You dig what I'm saying? So shouts out to my man. And rest in peace to Councilman Mays. Man, I'm telling you, the people gonna miss him. Even the ones that act like they didn't like him. And a lot of times you didn't even really know if they liked him or not. I mean, it just is what it is. If you guys ever been in a town meeting with the city council in predominantly black cities, you know these cats be going at it, especially if you have people that are passionate about change in their city. So it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. But again, rest in peace to my man, Councilman Mays.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Now, let's get into the bullshit. Let's get into the bullshit, the line shit. Well, I'm not going to get into the line shit yet. I'm going to get into it's about to get ratchet up here, y'all. Y'all do understand it is about to get fairly ratchet up here. My first video that I'm going to be showing is a woman that was ill prepared when she came on the Kendra G show, but she told the truth. She told the truth, and the truth was not pretty at all. So this is what we got about to do. I'm about to start with this one, and then the next thing I'm gonna do is bring the brothers on the panel, and we are going to investigate this line heifer, not this one, but the one that's gonna come after that. And we're gonna see it, and we're gonna exploit it, and we're gonna have some fun with it, y'all. So here we go.
43, Bobby,
Yes.
Las Vegas. You have any kids?
Yes, I have 3.
How old are your 3 kids?
A 23-year-old, a 18-year-old, and a 17-year-old.
So y'all take notes. 43 years old. She got 3 kids. Y'all heard the age. They all grown. But Pete.
Okay. Are they all by the same man?
No,
How many men?
I've been married 3 times or 2 times and engaged a 3rd time.
How many men do you have kids by?
3 different men.
Okay, and you was married to 2 of their fathers?
Yes.
Okay, so married twice, 3 men. What do you do for a living, Bobby?
I'm unemployed. I'm a student. I'm looking to go back to school right now.
Okay, you're unemployed. All right. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Cancer. So we have Bobby, Las Vegas, 43, mom to 3 kids, by 3 men, married to 2 of her children's dads. Currently unemployed, is a Cancer. All right, honey. What kind of man you looking for?
I don't know what kind of man I'm looking for. I mean, I just want somebody to come over here and chill with, just somebody to chill with that can, help me. My kids are I don't know. I can't just, I can't tell you.
Moment of truth, y'all. You got to listen to people when they tell you what the hell they are at first. She was ill prepared. This is the reason why she is pretty much telling the truth, or at least she knows that she's ill prepared. Let's go.
I don't really know, I mean, like just I have 3 boys. I went through a divorce, and I have 3 boys, and they're still growing. So I need somebody that can fit in with them, and somebody that can fit in with me, that can fit in with my lifestyle, and it just somebody that can fit in, if they can.
What's going on, my man Luke? What's happening with your boy?
Fit in and be here with us, and that would be awesome.
You want a man that can fit in your lifestyle. What are your deal breakers?
Oh gosh.
She ain't got no damn deal breakers. That's all she should have told her. Cause this motherfucker, I'm gonna have to skip a lot of the shit because she's something different, y'all. I'm trying to told you already ago.
I really don't like pompous guys, you know,
The fuck is a pompous guy?
like guys that are
Just Jay, what's popping with you, ma? Don't cringe. Don't cringe. You done heard it before now. Quit playing with yourself now.
like that think they're too good for you, you know. Like
Yeah, they hear something different.
I don't like anyone to be rude, you know, like intolerable or I mean, just the normal stuff. Like, I guess that every person, I just want them to be nice and respectful, you know?
Be nice and respectful. Okay. Should he
Hmm.
look a certain way?
Excuse me?
Should he look a certain way?
I know. I don't have any. I usually date darker skinned guys, you know, black guys, but, you know, I'm down to try white guys, Arabian, anybody. I mean, doesn't really matter to me.
She
What's your
just want a
ethnicity?
man.
I am European and African. So
Okay.
I'm black and white.
Black and white. Okay. And you're open to all races.
Yes.
Okay. Should the man make a certain amount of money?
No. Hell no.
I would say no. I don't mind. I'm willing to lift somebody up, you know, if they need help coming from the trenches and it's a good guy that's interested in you know, being here, being loyal to me and my family and
Hell no. Trey he ain't dark enough, Lou. Trey ain't like she will discriminate from him. He look like her.
and living with us, you know.
It's popping Hink. What's going on, boy?
So but
So let me ask you this. Why did you get divorced from two of your children's fathers?
well, the last husband that I got divorced from, we had been separated for a couple of like over what I want to say 10 years we have been separated and like it was I don't know, like it was separation, it
Don't
was
nobody give a damn. Don't
irreconcilable
nobody give a damn.
differences. Like
Let's
we
skip. I'm
didn't
gonna skip this a
get
little
back
bit, y'all.
together. And posted on my page and I'll be like, listen, look at what I did. Like, what in the world did I do?
All right, let's keep going. So we got Bobby.
Okay.
We got Bobby currently unemployed. How do you pay your bills right now since you're not working?
I am on disability.
Oh, okay.
So
Disability. All right. All right. What was your last relationship?
Wait, she says she's on disability. Just Jay. I bet you she got that crazy check. How much y'all want to put on it? She got a crazy check.
Well, to be honest with you, my last relationship was about 4 months ago.
4 months ago.
And
Okay.
for September it ended, and you know, I don't even really know if it was a real relationship. What happened was,
Lou, you say she you called her carrot top, but do you think if she cleaned herself up that she would be attractive though? Do you think she would be fairly attractive?
my boyfriend before him passed away. And when he passed away, I was just so interested and eager to get into a relationship, you know. And I found somebody else and I got into a relationship with them. And I was like, we were gambling a lot. We were gambling and having sex and so it was like a really like a little toxic relationship, you know. And he you know, some stuff happened with him and his situation and he found somebody else and he decided he wanted to go he went that direction. And I stayed with him for about 5 months after that, after he got with that girl, because he was setting me up to make me believe that, oh, I'm just with this girl for money, I'm gonna be back with you. I eventually I just said, no, you're not. And then, I just cut it off, and we broke up, and I've been single ever since then. And this is not how I normally look, when I'm out. I usually, you're catching me on a candid. I mean, I have hazel eyes. This is all my real hair. I gained a little bit of weight because I stopped smoking weed and stopped drinking.
Wait, I've never heard anybody gain weight after they stop smoking weed. Normally, people gain weight while they're smoking weed. So I don't know what kind of weed she had. She must have smoking a lot of tobacco or something. I have no idea.
So I gained a little bit of weight, but
And Trey, you have no idea how true that statement is that you just made, brother.
I'm not bad looking, so I get people that come try to hit on me all the time, take me out to dinner or whatever, but they always have like few little small little issues, like so I'm single for right now, and I don't know how in the world you got me on this
Just Jay, I'm over at Black Man Unfiltered also. Black Man Unfiltered Network. I'm over here also.
camera,
Absolutely.
Kendra. You must be a genius or something.
Oh, no, it was quite easy. You called me and I answered. That's what happened.
Wow. But
it wasn't really complicated. You actually pushed the request and I answered the phone.
Wow, my pleasure. It's
all right,
my
let me ask you
pleasure.
this. When was your last relationship?
About 4 months ago.
Okay, you don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you had sex?
Whew.
Yesterday. Just tell her yesterday.
Maybe.
Wait. Why is she trying to, she was not trying to think of how long it was. She was thinking on whether she should tell her this shit or not. That's basically what she was saying. Should I really expose it? Because I already done put my foot in my mouth. But it is what it is. Let's keep going, y'all.
2 weeks ago. So.
Who were you playing with 2 weeks ago?
Well.
Absolutely, Trey.
I have friends, so I have friends that I associate myself with, but
yeah.
And my goodness, I can't believe this. 15 minutes on this live. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well let's.
Okay, Good Eats. Now you say how you come on a date show looking dusty. Her son actually put her on. She didn't know that she was gonna be she didn't know she was gonna be live like this. You can tell she didn't know where she was at. Her son did it. He's right behind her, and his hair looking wild as shit too. But I got a question. Do you think that it was cats in her inbox after she did this show? Y'all tell me.
So you had a friend. It was a friend. So that's not a person that you can be with.
No, that's not a person that I'm interested in being with.
Okay, 3 flaws you have to work on when it comes to a relationship.
Well, one, I overthink
that is
everything.
True. That is true. Depends on the strain.
I'm always constantly thinking about ways that I can come up or do this or do that, what else? What else are my flaws?
See, she looking at her son.
I discipline my sons all the time. I can tell them a lot of flaws. No, don't tell them a lot of flaws. Okay. But what are the flaws?
So she crazy as hell.
I get anxious really easily. So I have to keep myself calm and, you know, what else?
Absolute Mundo, good eats. What we know podcast and Black Man Unfiltered.
So I overthink, I get anxiety, and I don't know what else. Like I can be, I can be a bitch. You know, oh my God. Sometimes, I can be a bitch if I want to be, So I have to remind myself, just keep it.
Shout out to my man Freezy from the No Cap. Please follow my man Freezy from the No Cap channel. Also, man, I'm glad to see you over this way, brother. Most definitely.
Stay calm, keep it cool and easy, and not, not be bitchy. It takes some effort, but so. But yeah, those are probably my 3 falls: to be, overthink, anxiety, and a little bitchy sometimes.
Okay. Have you been drinking? They're telling me to ask if you've been drinking tonight.
No, I don't drink or I don't use drugs.
She just
So
on
this is
medication.
sober.
That's all.
This is sober.
Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Oh my gosh. I mean, this isn't a PG rated program, is it?
Nope, you can say what you desire.
Here we go.
Okay, well, I mean, I know sex isn't everything, but I guess, I could give a master ass blowjob, you know what I'm saying? My sex is off the hook, you know what I'm saying? Like my pussy's tight and wet, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I know they don't want to say that shit, but I'm gonna say it for.
And her son is right in the back listening to this cringe word. I bet you he probably used to it now. I bet you he probably already used to it now, man. Oh my gosh. He just
For you, you know what I'm saying? That's just one reason, because that's what they want. They want to fuck, you know what I'm saying? All guys want to fuck, so you know what I'm saying? Other than that, outside of that, I pay my own bills. I'm not asking you for no money, and I'm probably gonna try to put money in your pocket because I know that's what you want to. And I'm gonna try to keep you fed because I know that's what you want to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if I'm feeling like in the mood or whatever, I'm gonna let you have threesomes and probably other girlfriends and shit. And I'm gonna try to be your best friend because that's what I know you want to. So yeah, that's why they want to fuck with me. Oh, excuse me. My bad. But I am in Vegas. What happens? Is it what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, or is this gonna be all nationwide?
Oh, this is worldwide. You outside the country
Lord.
with this one.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right, well, there you go.
And there you have it. That's
she say it's done now. We here. Fuck it. The damage is done. That's it. Oh. Man. Hey, look, but this is honesty, y'all. This is honesty. I don't know how good it looks, but this is the ugly truth right here. So let's keep going.
why you'll be lucky to be with her. Never heard it said like that before. Well, now with that being said,
keep in mind, I think she's 43 or 42, so she's in her 40s, y'all. So keep in mind, and she has children, adults. They're young adults, but she got children also.
Since you done got all the men enticed, what is the age range you would date first? You're 43.
Ooh, I really want them between in their 50s, 50, I would say 50 to 60.
50 to 60. Okay. 50 to 60. Okay. And should he be in Vegas?
Yes.
Yes.
We're in Vegas.
Do you care if he has children?
No.
No, you don't care. All right. All right. This is Bobby, Las Vegas, 43, Cancer, mom of 3 kids, 23, 18, and 17, by 3 different men, married to 2 of her children's dads, currently unemployed. How could the guy reach out to you, baby?
Oh, watch this shit, y'all.
Facebook, Bobby Fisher.
Watch this shit. This how you know that she's really not into this world like everybody else. But watch this shit. She about to drop the bomb on y'all.
Okay. I got two things before we go to that. Marshall Elliott said he's booking on Priceline and he's gonna stay at the Excalibur. I guess you
Okay.
got him. I guess you got him ready to take a flight to see you in Vegas.
Okay.
Mr. Ion said, ask her if she thinks her behavior and conversation is appropriate in front of her son.
Oh my God. You know, my son, you know, he's not here. He's not in the room. You know, you see, he just left out. So he's in his room now, but he comes
Hell
back.
yeah.
So when he comes around, I try to, you know, keep it toned down because he's already.
She said she tried to keep it toned down. That motherfucker left and went in his room as soon as she started talking about threesomes and giving great head and shit like that. But what show is the best show that you can advertise that type of shit on and get your goddamn clappage going, like my man said.
My son is very street, you know, he's very hood. And I'm very hood. So it probably the fruit doesn't fall too far from the tree, but that's a whole another story. So to answer your question, no, I don't think that my behavior is appropriate in front of my son.
Okay. So you don't think it was appropriate?
No.
Okay. Okay. So she didn't think it was appropriate. All right. One more time.
Okay, so keep in mind, y'all, the reason why I played this video right here, because this is the contrary of what we're going to be talking about in the next one, the next video that I got. So keep in mind, this is what I mean by being honest and at least owning your shit.
If the guy reach out to you that would like to reach out to you.
Watch this.
You can I put my phone number on here?
No, don't give out the number, girl. This is an international show. They have an email address, your Facebook page.
Yeah, but they could text my phone number.
Girl, why would you want to give strangers your phone number?
I mean, you know, if they want to call me, they can call my phone number.
Here's the deal. I don't recommend it. I don't. So, and no videos come down. That's why I told you that in the beginning. I don't recommend you giving out your phone number. I honestly think you should give. You don't have any social media?
I do have social media.
But you want to give, do you understand what you're saying? You want to give your phone number to 100,000 people you don't know.
Are they going to be bold enough to call me?
Girl, your phone, you probably will. People will call you just to be funny.
Okay.
It's your world. I don't recommend it, but if that's how you want to do, it's on you. I am on record saying I don't recommend it.
You don't recommend me giving my phone number out?
No. Why would you? Girl, do you understand the magnitude of my platform?
She talking to Kendra like Kendra the crazy one. You don't want me to get my goddamn phone number out? The fuck's wrong with you, Kendra? It's this. I'm about to let go. I'm gonna pull the trigger. I want to see who's gonna call me. Shit.
I have a major platform. People all around the world will call you just to call you, not even to date you, just to call you.
Hell yeah.
Because now they
Information
have your number.
man.
Are you sure you don't do drugs?
She hungry than a much. She hungry and thirsty.
No, I don't do drugs.
You're 43 years old?
Yes, ma'am.
You should know better than that. I'm older than you. You're only a year younger than me. You should know better than that.
Her son might be her damn caretaker. Shit.
Now. Unless you really don't care.
All right. Well, contact me on Bobby Fisher Facebook.
Thank you.
No.
Bobby
she
Fisher
need a
on
man.
Facebook.
Tell him, Bobby.
Yeah. Bobby
Okay,
Fisher
they
Facebook.
said if you want to, everyone is saying let her give out her number. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna allow it because I know the magnitude of the show, whether you do or not, and I know that you would just get phone. People would just call you just to call you,
Kendra,
and it
she
would
ain't
probably
listening.
never stop. And no videos come down, so I don't want you then to be like, "Oh my God, take my video down."
She ain't listening to you, Kendra. Shut the fuck up. She about to put that number
My
out
phone
there.
number's up there. No, so I
can always change my phone number.
She can always do it.
You
Shit.
want to give your number out. That's what you want to do.
Call my phone number.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead and be crazy.
Okay, my phone number is 725.
Wait. She want a man immediately. That's what she want. This is probably the most thirstiest woman I've ever seen on the Kendra G show. Ever, y'all. Ever.
264-0947. Call my number.
Lou,
Girl, this video ain't coming
let me tell you
down.
something. I'm gonna tell you right now. Lou, Trey, Freezy, Andre, Vaughn, Blaze, do not call that woman. Y'all know, I know all y'all wrote down her number. I know y'all did that shit. Do not call her. Y'all leave that woman alone. Y'all leave her alone right now.
I don't care. Post the video.
She don't
Your
care.
phone went out. Your video went out. What'd you say? Oh, people calling her already. Her phone blowing up already. Your phone blowing up, huh? Look.
They're not going to.
Look, now this is what you did. This is what you did. Now you can't even finish the interview because your phone won't stop ringing. You know what? I wish you would have said you did drugs. It would have made more sense. I could have understood if you told me you did drugs. If you was on something, I would have been able to make sense of it. But the fact that you sober,
Just Jay. She wants some international D. She wants some of that from another place. She already got everybody in the damn vicinity. In the metropolitan area or wherever she was, I already know she probably was already getting it.
y'all saw. I done told this woman 20 times. I told her
What up, though, Ricky Williams? What's going on with your boy?
the magnitude. And look, immediately when she gave her number out, her phone started ringing. And it ain't gonna stop ringing. It ain't gonna stop ringing. It ain't gonna stop ringing.
She was throwing it from the half court. No doubt, bro. No doubt. That all 43 years of that coochie.
That's just, child. Y'all
For show
are my
information,
witnesses of me telling her to not give out her number and also making her know that this video ain't coming down.
I didn't see shit, Kendra.
So
I didn't see a goddamn thing. Oh shit! Oh shit! Shout out to the crazy lady, y'all. Shout out to the crazy lady. I hope she's safe because that was some dangerous ass shit. She just didn't know. Her son should have got her straight. He should have never put her ass on that damn live anyway. But god damn. Sometimes that's the cost of being too damn honest and transparent, y'all. That lady came out there and put it all out there. I'm trying to told you. And I'm going to tell you, I'm just saying, Andre, you, Lou, even information man, nope, leave her alone. Do not call her number, y'all. Do not call her number. I'm going to know, too. I'm going to know. Y'all be tripping if I said that was my sister. That is not a family member of mine, y'all. But anyway, this was just an example of, when telling the truth can go wrong in your life, y'all. However, I am going to be showing the liar, like my boy Ricky Williams say, they're liars. This lady here is a lie. Not only did she lie, but she was trying to double down on it, and I gotta give Kendra her props. I gotta give her, she checked the shit out of her, but I'm not gonna tell y'all everything. We're gonna follow this shenanigans. So let me set it up. This lady, I can't remember what her fucking name is, but y'all gonna find out what her name is real soon. Got on Kendra looking for a date, and she pretty much lied about a lot of shit. Her husband, soon to be ex-husband, went on Kendra and told what appeared to be the truth. Then she came back and she doubled down on her lie when she was caught up in it. So this is what we're going to do. In the middle of this investigation, I'm going to drop the link, and anybody want to come up, man, you guys are welcome to come up here and talk that shit with me. You dig? So here we go.
correct?
It is. It is. I didn't realize I was going to put my whole government up here.
Hey, baby girl.
Hi, how are you?
Good, you ready?
I am. Let's do it.
Veronica, where are you calling us from? Your name is Veronica, correct?
So y'all know how we do it over here on Black Man Unfiltered and What We Know podcast. I guess the women and the men can do this. On a scale of 1 to 10, from what you see right now, give me your ratings of her from what you can see right now, just by aesthetics. Let's go.
It is. It is. I didn't realize I was going to put my whole government up here.
Well, it just says Veronica. It doesn't say your last name.
All right. Oh, I'm in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina.
So Columbia, South Carolina.
Hell yeah.
South Carolina. How old are you, love?
I'm going to be 43 next week.
Okay, 43. So you are Aquarius or Pisces?
Pisces for sure.
Pisces. What you do for a living, mama?
I'm a registered nurse. I work from home and I run a media business as well.
Okay, so you're RN?
Mm-hmm.
And you run a media business. Do you have any children?
I do. I have 2 boys.
All right, so far, Luce gave her a 5.2. Ricky gave her a 5. Blaze gave her a 2 on looks. Damn, boy. Blaze, your standards are high as hell, homie. I got you. I got you. You do understand what you just said on looks. Vaughn gave her a 3. He gave her a damn. Y'all, damn, what is it that she looks like life has tore her ass up or something? What's going on, y'all?
2 boys. How old are your boys? Huh?
17 and 10.
17 and 10. Are they both by the same man?
No, they're not. 2 different
Okay, 2 men. Have you ever been married?
I have, yeah. Divorced.
So keep in mind, she said she have 2 boys. That's one that you have to keep in mind. Y'all take notes.
When did you get to say again, honey?
I'm divorced.
Divorced. When did you get divorced?
Last June 2023.
Last year. Okay, last year. All right, let's get into it. So we got Veronica, South Carolina, 43, Pisces, an RN, and also owns her own media business. Mine are 2 boys, married once, got divorced last year. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Antoine gave her adjustable 6, 6.5, 7. That's adjustable 6.
I think somebody who wants, I guess, not traditional. So somebody who understands, like, let's be friends first and let things unfold organically. Somebody who's not
absolutely.
trying to just
2 different
meet me
men.
and then have sex on the first date, because that's what I'm running into. Is men, like, they take you on one date and then it's like by then they're like, okay, are you ready to get married? Let's do this. Just they're ready to just jump everything, like instant made family. So it's like
I would give her a solid 5. I give her a solid 5.
I just really want somebody who wants to just have fun. Let's have fun. Let's be friends. Let's figure out if we just vibe.
Andre, what the hell's wrong with you? A 1? I gotta see the type of women that you used to, homie. Damn, a 1? Damn. We just talking about looks, homie.
Principles in line, are long-term goals, are they in alignment? And let's just let things unfold organically. But the problem I'm running into is everybody just wants to just get into something serious so quickly. And so I know that's a little weird.
Go ahead, say it again, honey.
I know that's a little weird because most people are probably like, well, girl, that's what we want. But I just feel like it's a little bit of love bombing. So it's like, can we just take our time and have fun?
Yes, I think with the sex equation, I think it's because sex is so easy to obtain these days that men almost, like, you're right. You shouldn't feel like after you took
you, homie,
on a nice dinner, the next day I'm going to have sex with you. But that's going to be for women like yourself and others to start laying down the ground rules of how to date again. When women give up sex so easily, men just like, well, the last girl I dated slept with me. So that's where it be coming from. But no, I hear you, girlfriend. So what's your deal breakers?
Deal breakers for me are bad hygiene. You run into that.
It's not a deal breaker. People be killing me with the deal breakers, bad hygiene. That means that you ain't gonna talk to them at first. Deal breaker mean that you guys already made a deal and the motherfucker broke the damn deal. I'm tired of motherfuckers keep putting that shit out there like that. Good Eats, you said her face ain't cute. You got to keep in mind she's like in her 40s. So you gotta keep that in mind also.
A lot, believe it or not. So poor hygiene, somebody whose principles like just and morals don't align with mine, because I'm not going to compromise on that. Like you had a fellow on earlier on IG who said he doesn't like his women who eat bacon. So like I wouldn't date him because it's like, all right, I like bacon. So later on in the honeymoon phase, everything might be cool. You're saying like it's okay, you could do that. But later on, when I start getting on your nerves, that could be something that ends up being a deal breaker. So if we're not in alignment with those things right away, I'm just not even gonna compromise if I know that doesn't work for me. If you know if that makes sense.
Then it's not a
So
deal breaker.
poor hygiene. If we're just not in alignment with things that we just vibe on, that's a deal breaker for me. And I think again, somebody who's like hypersexual, because that's a big problem now. It's like people are just that's the first thing that comes to people's minds. So those are my deal breakers.
Okay.
Like I will leave a date and block you immediately after that.
After what?
Like you bring up we're on a date and everything is great, the vibe is going good, conversation is great, and then they say something stupid like,
You're right. You're right. You're right. Women are definitely harder on other women. Most definitely, Rick.
I don't know, you're eating something or the way that you grab your drink and they like, damn, you got a really nice mouth. And it's like, what that mouth do? Okay, we're gonna stop the date right then. Well, I'm gonna finish it. I'm not gonna be a jerk. We're gonna finish it. I'm gonna just let you know. I'm gonna check you and let you know, stay in your place nicely. But after that, if you continue like hypersexualizing everything, after the date is over, I'm gonna let you know we're just like, I really wasn't feeling it. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a good night, but chemistry's not there and
Fair enough,
we're done.
Andre.
I'm blocking you and moving on.
If a man asks me what my mouth do on a date, I'm getting up and I'm walking out.
And
he
so,
gonna
and I
see
was
what my
seeing some of the
legs do.
comments, right? Because people always got something to say. So people are like, oh, it's the felons.
In my Ricky voice, they're liars, dog. They're liars.
Tats, this or that. Like maybe it might be the vibe you giving. I don't care if I showed up with pasties on my nipples and a thong. It still doesn't give you the right to sexualize me. If I didn't, but I'm showing up and I'm dressed.
If you show, well,
These are your
will
comments.
say, not listen. No, hold up. Not necessarily the tattoos, and we will get to that because I see a lot of people with tattoos. But no, if a woman showed up to a date with pasties and her ass out, and then if a guy said to her, "What that mouth do?" Yes, it's disrespectful, but that is the way you were dressed.
Wait, hold on. So pasties are a part of uniform now for this generation that's out, y'all? Pasties? That's a part of the uniform? That's an accessory now? That a bitch.
Women, we do got to take accountability of how we present, right? So, yes, it's wrong. But if you showed up with a pasties, just pasties and your ass out, you should expect a man to say, what does that mouth do? Now, if you didn't show up that way, or nor you act that way, if a man said that to me, I'm out. I am standing up and I'm walking out, and it would be for him to figure out why the date ended. But I do want to talk about your tattoos. A lot of people in your tattoos are talking about your tattoos. So what do you feel about, I guess, the cousin's perception of your tattoos?
So Andre, you was absolutely correct. So there was a lot of people talking about our tattoos. So I understand that, bro.
I personally feel like it's everybody's preference. So some people like to do wild hairstyles. Some people like to dress like you had the gentleman on earlier that was kind of a little outlandish with his dress. I mean, it's everybody's preference, but it certainly doesn't define who I am. I'm still a professional woman. I own my own home. My kids go to private school. When I'm at work, people who work with me have no idea that I have tattoos, that I ride a motorcycle, any of those things. They don't know that about me.
Absolutely, Rick.
Because
she got the uniform on, she gonna get taught. That's who she's drawn to. Absolutely.
When I'm at work, I'm completely professional. I know how to separate the two. So who I am outside of work and my preferences is not who I am at work. Hey son, how are you? It's not who I am. So that doesn't define who I am. I mean, it's preference. Some people love them. Some people don't. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not.
Fair enough. I mean, yes, there are.
All right, let's get to the nitty gritty, y'all. Come on.
And people are just ready to just move on. So the issue I'm having is like, just let things unfold. Just let's not rush things. just get to know one another and see where things go. Because I think when you start to push things, or you have an expectation or a perception of what something should be, you start to settle for things. You start to overlook red flags, and you start to accept things that you wouldn't normally accept if you just stood back and took the time and just let things unfold naturally.
Absolutely, y'all. Please hit that like button if you came in. If you have not done so yet, hit the like button. If you can, share. We also are accepting donations via Super Chat and Cash App. Yes, sir.
Fair
A
enough.
lot of people end
Now,
up in relationships and be unhappy because of that.
fair enough. Now, I could have heard you wrong. We will move on, but I could have swore you said you don't have a quantities problem, you have a quality problem. That's what I thought you said.
Initially, when I came on, was talking about how quickly people want to be in a relationship. You said, what type of man are you looking for? And I said, well, one who wants to be friends first, want to have fun, be friends, and let things unfold organically.
No.
That's
I'm
the
not
issue
talking
I'm
about
running
that
into.
part. I'm not talking about that part. Let's be clear. Yeah, Kendra, I want to be clear. I don't have a quantity problem. Plenty of men are trying to date me. It's the quality.
It doesn't. I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't have a problem at all getting men to approach me or ask me on dates or anything. It's finding a quality of men. There's no issue with the quantity. It's the certain type and the quality. So
that's what you said.
Well,
we're gonna move forward.
I
but
did
that's
say,
what you
yeah.
said.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, we're gonna keep going. All right. Does the guy have to look a certain way?
No.
No. You don't care how he looks?
No, not necessarily. Because I mean, no, not at all.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
He doesn't have to make a certain amount of money, but I'm not doing build a bear. I'm not doing at this age. I'm gonna be 43. I'm dating somebody who's my age, so you should have already had some sort of something established. So you can't still be trying to be a rapper or whatever, just starting your career, or you have all these dreams and hoping that somebody's going to help you get there. So at least have yourself somewhat established.
Okay, fair enough. Let's do the Kendra Cam, Veronica.
I do want to preface that I was in pajamas. I just got out of the shower and I was in pajamas, but okay. Well, I didn't say pajamas, but what?
All your tattoos are real? Oh, you have a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, they are all real.
Okay, you have a nice body. How many tattoos do you have?
42.
42. Yeah. Okay. So, Veronica, when was your last relationship?
Last year, last June.
Last year.
Well, that was the end of it. Yeah.
Okay, she was married, correct?
Right, but you know if you've been through a divorce, you know that the relationship.
I never been through a divorce.
Okay, well, or any relationship or breakup. Usually, the relationship is over long before you actually, break up. Especially in a marriage, it's usually over way before it's actually finalized and everything. So.
Okay. So you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's? Oh, that was a while ago. All right. What are 3 flaws you have to work on when it comes to a relationship?
Things I could do better.
This would get all of them. This is how you know that she's a professional liar that does not lie well. She's a professional bad liar.
There on is I think being really over understanding people too much and being caring, giving too much. So when somebody's not matching energy, still giving 100.
That is not a flaw, ma'am, with your lying ass. That is not a fucking flaw. Ain't that some shit? Put your best foot forward now.
110%. So I struggle with I don't know how to give any less. So it's like you getting all of me and the best of me. So giving too much for people who aren't deserving. And then
lying. Why didn't you just say fucking lying? That's what you need to work on. Telling the truth.
Probably tolerance and patience. Just really kind of being more understanding and being tolerant of people.
Okay. I have a couple of paid questions for you. You ready for them?
Okay.
Let's start with L be paying to ask everybody questions, child. He said this. I think it's a guy.
I do want to answer this real quick though. You could tell this is my natural body. Everybody's got something to say. everything matches, and you could tell. And if you can go look at my social media, and you can tell I've been like this all my life. I'm Afro Latina, and if y'all know, Latin women and Black women are naturally built this way. So yeah.
Okay. So
All right, y'all keep in mind what she said now, goddamn it.
anybody that had concerns about her body, it is authentic. She's never had no body surgery. This is the body. She got it from her mama and her daddy.
My mama on my social media, you can see her too. Miss Olivia was a hottie in her day too. So, and still is at 63.
Not the mama is a hottie too. Okay,
Absolutely,
here we
Rick.
go, honey.
So full of it.
Wait, where was, okay, this one. L-double-I sent money to say, how you look attract the guys you get. And most men have tattoos, but we really don't want to marry a woman that looks like us, respectfully so. So you was married. Did your last husband have tattoos?
He only had like 2 when we met, but he ended up getting a whole lot more while we were married.
Scored you crazy.
Okay. HV Pookie said, quality men are men who know what they want and go after it.
Yeah, I don't care what they talking about.
But yeah, I don't feel like I'm confused about it. It's very clear for me. I understand exactly what I'm looking for, but if it doesn't work for them, it doesn't work. I've been on dates with
I'm assuming that guy that wants to lock things down, do you like him back?
Oh, we trying to get to, I'm just trying to get to the Kendrick Cam
now. You didn't want
now.
to lock it down.
Better. Doing really well.
Did we get to the, did I miss the Kendrick
I'm
Cam,
not willing
y'all?
to have children.
Fair. Okay,
So,
I understand that.
I'm not trying to, I don't want to confuse
I understand
you.
that now that we explain it more.
I think that every person,
as you are, especially since
is in alignment with mine. They want to try.
Come on, get to the Kendrick
Give
Cam.
me an ultimatum. I was talking about that.
No, but
this
okay,
particular
hold on,
date was the first date.
Veronica, hold on. But we're talking specifically about the example because we went from quantity, and then you said third date. Did you like him?
Damn all
I
that.
want to lock you down already.
She didn't do it. She must have did the Kendrick Cam already.
I think I would be open to it. It's not something that I'm rushing to right now, but I would be open to it with the right person.
Okay, and we already did the last question of why a guy would be lucky to be with you, right?
We did.
He wouldn't be.
Okay, all right. Well, let's do it. I appreciate you going back and forth with us. We got Veronica, South Carolina, 43, Pisces, RN, medical business, mom to 2 boys. Let's do it. How can a guy reach out to you?
Instagram is fine.
Instagram is fine. And what is your IG, honey?
It's Golden Lady 221. So
I thought I must have missed the Kendrick Cam, y'all.
221.
221.
All right. I must have missed the Kendrick Cam. I must have missed it. Trying to do too much. But we'll see it in the rents. We'll definitely see it in the rents, but before I put the next video up of her ass getting closer to her ass, telling these goddamn lies and getting checked, I am going to put this in right quick. Put the link in the chat. All right, it's in there. All right, so let's get to the next one of her husband coming up on the chat, on the hookup, and this is when the shit starts to get bad for her.
Legally, yes.
This is your wife.
All
you
right.
guys aren't divorced.
No.
She said that she was divorced.
We have our first mediation April 4th
So
in
you're
Sumter, South Carolina.
Say again?
We have our first mediation in Sumter, South Carolina, April 4th.
So did you watch the interview with her?
Yeah, I watched it.
And okay, because I recall she said she got divorced when? I can't remember everything.
June. That's not true.
Okay, 2 minutes. Have you ever been married?
I have, yeah. Divorced.
When did you get to say again, honey?
I'm divorced.
Divorce. When did you get divorced?
Last June 2023.
Last year. When's the last time you guys
That lying ass heifer.
spoke?
July 4th.
So why does she think you guys are officially divorced?
She don't think that. If you check your DM, I send it all to you.
So have you talked to her since you saw this video?
No, we don't speak.
Okay.
But
I don't check. Listen. So tell me what you told me in the DM, because I have so many DMs I never saw it.
One of the things I said in the DM, I actually just wrote you a note because I saw it, and she said she had 2 kids. She has 3 kids. She has a daughter who's 26. She has a granddaughter who's 10. So that was inconsistent.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I do have 2 boys.
2 boys. How old are your
10.
boys? Huh?
17 and 10.
So she didn't even
17 and 10. Are they both by the same man?
she didn't just fucked up. She didn't even claim her daughter. That's some fucked up ass shit. She just claimed the boys. God damn, I know her daughter felt some kind of way.
No, they're not.
I was like, wow. Then she said she was African American. She's Mexican. So
Did she say she was African Latino? Well, no, Mexican is Latino. So she didn't say African American, she said African Latino. So she didn't lie on that one.
That was false. She said she lived in Columbia. She lives in Sumter, South Carolina. So it was a lot of inconsistencies with what was being communicated.
Well, she didn't say that she was African American. She said African Latino.
Okay. The biggest thing, I guess, is I have a no separation. You got to be legally divorced to be on the show. Obviously, when people come on the show, so now this is your word against hers. I don't know either one of y'all in real life.
I can show you the paperwork. Like you can look at it.
So what happens in April? Is your first? You said first mediation.
It's a mediation. Yeah.
How long have y'all been separated for?
Since July.
Oh, you got separated in July.
Yeah.
Okay.
She called the separation a damn
She lied to me, or she knows that she really feels like she's divorced.
You're not divorced until you're divorced.
I mean, that is true.
That's until that stage, not divorced. I filed the divorce because she committed adultery.
Damn.
Let me ask you this. How did you hear about it? Did somebody show you the?
That's crazy, because didn't she say she had some deal breakers? What'd you say, Embrace? Okay, answer me this. What was the point of her husband coming up? I'm trying to see something. So her husband, she was saying that she was divorced, and it's going to come out the rents. Her husband he didn't know anything about the show was going on. It was her baby daddy that knew. So her baby daddy informed her husband that she was on the Kendra G show lying about her marriage status. And that's how all of that shit came out.
Video. How did you see her on my show?
Well, my niece sent me the video and was asking me. She was like, "Hey, do you follow this lady? Whatever." And I was like, "No, I don't follow her." And I was like, and then I see the video.
Rick.
So I click on the video and I see her, and I'm like within the first 3 minutes, it was like the lies were immediate. I was like, "What? Wait, your birthday is 2/21/81." So that was false. Then immediately she was like, "Oh, she only got two kids." I'm like, "Wait, you got 3 kids. Your daughter's 27. You have a 10-year-old. Your dad is Hispanic. Your mom is Hispanic. Your mom lives in Memphis. Your dad lives in Texas."
Oh, shit. He said she was Latino. She's Hispanic. Now, this is my thing. Embrace, you can answer this. What's the difference between Hispanic and Latino? Let me know.
So it was just like, I'm like, where is that? Then she is a registered nurse. That was true. What wasn't true was some media. I'm like, when did you start
It's the year, Rick. 2024 is the year exposing these damn liars.
that? Like, maybe that's
Oh yeah,
sense.
she said she owns a media company.
Where? Listen, it's somebody else. Her baby daddy follows you, and he sent it to me. He was like, he's there. You can pull him in too. He said, pull him in. He can tell you.
He's here right here.
Yes.
Hey Rick, these dudes, they ganging up on the liars, dog. The baby daddy and the soon to be ex-husband was like, fuck that. We ain't tripping, nigga. We both gonna expose her ass, goddammit.
Coming in with the receipts. What's his IG name?
Wait.
Huh?
Twan, if you're on, send a request.
These niggas is homies.
I don't know his IG name. Here, let me tell y'all this, cousins. Please don't ever tell lies to me, because my cousins are the Kendra Bureau of Investigation. They're better than the FBI. They will expose
For sure.
you. Okay? So I don't have time.
I don't want to lead a page. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose
tell
you.
Me what his IG is.
Scooter B, I believe it's like Scooter or something. I can't remember his exact IG. Hey Twan, post your IG if you dare. And this is one of her baby daddies. She has 3.
She has
God
3?
Yes.
damn.
She was married to one before me.
So you have a child by her too?
No.
So you married her with 3 baby daddies then?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Damn, nigga. Yeah, you was wrong for that.
I mean, I had good intentions for sure. And then she said that she dates, but she don't date people super fast. We got married literally in 42 days.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
How long were you guys married for?
Like 2.5. Well, shit, we still legally now.
So how long have y'all been married for?
Shit, for 3 years.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
And you said you filed for divorce because she cheated on you?
Absolutely. I got the video.
You got a video of her cheating on you? How do you have a video of her cheating on you?
Sent it to me.
She sent it to you?
Yes.
So when you guys go to mediation in April, what is the mediation about?
I don't even know. She should have just signed it. Like, she went and got an attorney and all of that for nothing, really. It didn't even make sense. She could have just signed it, because in the state of South Carolina, once you commit adultery, that is a wrap.
For those that are just tuning in, this lady was on my show over the weekend, and he's saying that this is his wife. They are still legally married. She's not divorced. She's legally married to him. They are separated. They're going through a divorce, and they will be, child. And you start the mediation process in April, so who knows when you'll be officially divorced. I want to say this. Some people are calling you bitter and hurt.
No, I'm not. I don't really, like, you know what? I learned so much being married to her. I became a better person. That's for real. Like, so I'm not bitter or hurt from it. I learned a lot. I learned a lot within myself. You know what I'm saying? I grew as a person.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
I really don't have ill will, but it's just like, when you lying like that, it's crazy to me. Like, that's
you guys haven't spoken since July of last year, like no communication.
Well, that's when she sent me the video of her having a threesome with a chick going down on her and a dude in the background. What?
Right now, those are some tough allegations.
Okay.
I have to use the word allegedly, because I don't know if that's a true. She sent you a video. No, you're not gonna. I'm gonna prohibit you from showing the video.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna prohibit you from showing the video. We won't do that. We won't do that. We won't do that.
Right.
We won't do that.
So that's why I said when I said I grew, like, and a lot of times, like, guys don't take accountability for their actions within whatever. Before her, I was the cheater. I was wilding. I was on bullshit. When I got married, I put aside all of that. Like, that wasn't even a thing for me. So for me, it's just one of those things to, like, just be straight up and be honest about. So when we did separate, it was just a lot of inconsistencies and a lot of things that we had communicated about.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Thank you, Ricky, for the 2-ball, man. Dazam! You right, bro. This shit is crazy as hell. They had to put on blast. I bet you him and her, he couldn't stand her ass. So that was his moment right there. Him and the baby daddy's moment to put her ass on blast. That's all it is, man. They ain't tripping off of it. Most definitely. Again, thank you, Ricky, man, for the 2-ball, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
But to say, you know, people may say, okay, he bitter, he this, he that. No, I've actually moved on and I'm good with my business and stuff like that. And she said, oh, I'm cool with all of my exes. That's not the case at all. Like, because me or her kid's father, they don't deal with her like that. Like, at all.
This tea is hot, child. This is some hot ass tea. Is her other child's father, is he here? Did he want to chime in or no?
I'm sure. I don't want to leave the live because I can shoot him a text, but I don't want to leave the live. But I believe he is in. If Scooter's in, like Scooter, say something.
Well, I don't know his, I would need his Instagram name.
Damn. Hold on.
Honestly, I think here's
You don't need him. Y'all don't need him. Y'all don't need him.
Is papers.
Let's see.
It
Let's
would be
get
one guest a show, so that's just not realistic. But what I will say is things like this occur, and that's why I say don't tell me no lies because you will get exposed because it will get the truth will be revealed. And like I always say, you call me, I don't call nobody. So she called me. This show is almost 4 years old. If you do not know the power of my show by now, I don't know what to tell you. Right. This is a very big platform. So if you lie to me, your lie will get exposed. Like
absolutely.
I live here in Miami. All of my you
could counter again. I don't know you two people in real life, but he's saying, and which is true, I can't fact check now. And
my natural body. Everybody's got something to say. Every
person's navel, it won't lie. She said she never had surgery. I'm like, what? Like you had just had surgery when I met you. Like we met in Haiti and you had just had surgery in Dominican Republic. Like how is it that you didn't? But the navel never lies. If you look at a person's navel, it won't lie.
What? Wait, I do remember that. She told us her body was real.
Wait a minute. So that's the way that you can tell when a person had a altered body is the navel is relocated. It's like in the middle of their chest or some shit like that. Or the navel too close to the vagina or some shit. What's going on here, y'all? Oh my God. We need to cut this shit the fuck out, man.
What? No.
So this is, you could tell this is my natural body. Everybody's got something to say. Everything matches and you could tell. And if you can go look at my social media and you can tell I've been like this all my life. I'm Afro-Latina, and if y'all know, Latin women and Black women are naturally built this way. So yeah.
No, Lady Lavoie, I haven't done it in a while. The chat is pretty good. We pretty much put the disclaimer on there. It is what it is.
Okay. So anybody that had concerns about her body, it is authentic. She's never had no body surgery. This is the body. She got it from her mama and her daddy. Rudy, you just telling it on tonight, I see.
I mean, y'all got me on here.
All right, Rudy. Okay. So we learned that she's married. We learned that she has surgery. We learned that she is a child that she did not claim. And I don't think we need to learn anything else, child.
Okay.
All right. Well, Rudy, keep me posted on how the divorce plays itself out.
You want me to send it to your DM?
I don't want to see the video. And I will say this to you.
No, I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about the decree, like where I filed for divorce.
Yeah.
Like, you want me to send that?
If you can prove, if you want to show me the document that proves that you're still married, you can send that to me. Yes.
All right. Let me bring the brothers up. My man, what's going on, Trucker Yale? My man, Information Man, what's popping with you brothers, man? What's popping, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Oh boy, can you hear me? What's going on, fellas? What's going on,
What's going
chat?
on? I just JT, let me say something real quick. I was watching that. We have to do better as men, as black men. He made it very clear that she misled him in so many ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when there's red flags, why would you marry a woman that you've only known, I think he said, for 41 days or 40 days or
42.
something like 42. Okay.
42.
Yep.
But he also saw that she lied to him about family, locations, all these very important elements. So I got to be honest, I don't really feel sorry for this brother because
Not at all.
he actually put himself in a situation when she showed him everything that she was. Therefore, you got to make intelligent, logical decisions as a man. And his thirstiness led him down the wrong path. I'm sorry, brother. We got too many brothers who think with their dinglings. They're not thinking intelligently. And then these are the dudes that will be on social media. I'm sick of it, brother. Cry babying all month and year long.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Lord, boy, you introduced us to an old thunder rat, boy. Jesus Christ, boy, listen. But yeah, I 42 days. That was. You can't tell me that you can't control your dick enough to work direct. Like, why do a lot of dudes seem to love to collect red fucking flags? It's like y'all enjoy this shit. Now, the other shit came with it later on. Probably found out after they moved together and stuff like that. But, once you knew that she had surgery, that was the red flag right there on the spot. That was number one. You knew her
He
mind
said he
wasn't
met
messing correctly.
her. He said he met her at the I think it was in a DR or something like that when she
Yeah,
had
she
got
just
it.
has right. That right there is a clear indication in my book. Something is
Yeah,
wrong with you mentally.
and this was definitely, I'm gonna be clear about this. That was definitely a point where my man found an avenue where he and the other man can put her ass on blast. That's basically what that actually was. It was not like she was just sitting back and she was so good at lying where she just bamboozled these brothers. That ain't what it was. That's why I had to ask, what do the people rate her just on aesthetics? Because
Well,
these guys have rated her a lot higher because 40, 42, 43 days and we about to get married. And you know, she already was showing you signs of her uh doing some old fuck shit anyway. She had 3 fucking kids,
well,
3
she
different
probably
men.
didn't tell him that. You know, she ain't tell him that shit. All that, he got hit with that shit after he signed the papers, got married, the whole 9 yards, and it was like, shit, it's too late now.
You don't think
But
that he already knew that about her
nah, he
kid?
ain't know. Nope, nope. Cause you just heard, he just said she lied. She got 3 kids, not 2. She don't even claim one. That
The
right
daughter.
there,
And she
yeah, she
got a
don't even.
grandchild. And she got a
Yeah, so
grandchild.
so exactly, like, she ain't tell that man nothing, and his dumb, Lord have mercy.
But JT, let me say this, a little wisdom here. When you're dealing with women and they begin to mislead you on just the smallest things,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to give some educated guess that they could be lying to you about a myriad of other things, such as how many kids they really have or how many men, when they're lying to you about small fundamental things. See, this is
Absolutely.
where we make mistakes as men. We fail to read the small messages. Once you start getting to know a woman, let them talk. Let them express themselves. Listen, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. And eventually they will expose themselves to you if you just be patient and let all the shit come out. Now you can save yourself a world of trouble like getting married. 41 days.
That's bars. He ain't have enough time to even find out nothing. That was I don't know what the hell he was thinking of
He
that.
was rushing.
Information is power.
Jesus.
It is. And he was sitting there rushing because he was on his own agenda. And he wasn't taking it to a point where he can actually pay attention to what that woman was, because she definitely would. He would have figured a lot of stuff out. And like I said, a lot of the things that he probably already felt out. I don't know, Trucker. I think he already knew about them goddamn kids, bro.
Nah, I don't think he did. I mean, either way it
I
go,
don't think she had bamboozled him though.
either way it go, dog. He 42 days. Come on, dog. Come on.
Yeah.
42 days, yo. Like,
damn. Yeah. Well, you already know it was a bunch of shit that he found out afterwards, because he was cool with her baby daddy. So, and then it was another dude that was involved too. So ain't no telling, man. Yeah, I don't know why she would even did something like that, like going. A lot of these folks is doing that, going on these doggone shows and just exposing their life. And like the lady I showed earlier, her son had no business putting her on the Kendra G show, man. We seen how
that was wild right there, dog.
Yeah, that was savage, bro.
What in the hell was you thinking, Jay? What is wrong? Where you be finding this shit?
I be, man, listen, I be around in these streets, bro. I be around in these streets. So what happened with this? I was supposed to have did it last Wednesday, but we had, other videos that we were doing. So that was the only reason why I didn't do these other two that I'm doing right now. So I got content like crazy right now, bro.
I need you to go get a Bible, because boy, there's a whole lot of thunder right energy around this motherfucker.
Trust me. No, I got some other stuff.
We don't need none of that energy. Nah. We need some crystals and all that shit over here right now.
You need to sacrifice a chicken too.
Hold on, we got it is what it is. TV, what's going on, man? Have to acknowledge the brother that's also on here, man. What's popping with you?
What up, JT? What up, Trucker Yale? Salute to the panel.
Oh, that's my guy. Well, y'all go with these AKAs. My boy Hassan is in the building. What's going on? Antoine, what's popping with you, brother?
Yeah, not much. I'm just getting back from work and everything else. I was actually watching the videos on the way home, and I was trying not to get into an accident. That other chick, I was trying hard not. Like, yo, this chick is, she a mess. For real. Like, she a mess. 43 years old, got these kids, and still, like, put her business out there. It's like, yo, for real? Like, there are boundaries for a reason, Like, you gonna put your business out there with your kids right there in the room? That makes no sense. This other chick, man, I'll admit, I gave her a 6.5 to a 7. After everything came out, Andre asked me, yo, does anybody want to change the rating? I said, yeah, -9. So, like, if you got dirt and you trying so hard to hide it, you're always going to have an ex that's going to put it out there, one way or the other. You're always going to have that one ex looking at what you're doing, seeing that you lying about things that you don't need to lie about, and just like, oh, you're not gonna do. Oh, and it sounds like she has she got 3 kids with 3 different exes, and I'm guessing the one that put her out there was the ex, the father to the daughter, and he probably saw that. Oh, you gonna deny my daughter like that? All right, I got something for you.
I got something for you. I ain't gonna lie about that. I actually did appreciate him being honest. I think more men need to start speaking up and telling some. Even though you might look like you bitter, you might look like you hating, but you know what? Expose that shit, because she did that. I ain't gonna lie, she was on there low key shooting shots like she was innocent, and the whole 9 yards. Had he not said anything, another dude would have ran into that brick wall the same way.
I don't even think it matters, bro. That's why I was asking y'all brothers would y'all rate her, because the reality is she's not gonna run out of dudes out here trying to pursue her. She's even gonna have another dude that want to marry her. I can guarantee that shit. After all the dude that she was with, bro, 42 days. That's all it took was 42 days. She is not a good liar. That's why I played the first video with her when she was just talking before all her lies came out. She was lying, and you can see right through those lies. She's not a good liar at all. So a lot of this is a lot of these dudes that are, they're just ignoring a lot of shit because they want to be able to sleep with her. And that's just a, that's
But
how I look at it. Man.
But you know what it is also, JT? You got some bros that have that mentality, Captain Save a Hoe. I can save her. I can make her better. You know? You got some dudes that are like that. Like, she got baggage like that. You don't care about the baggage. I still love her. And dudes think that they can change them. Dudes think that they can make them better. And then when the shit comes out, it's like they don't know what to say or what to do. Bro, the signs were right there from the jump. The signs were right there in front of you. But you thought you could save her. Plain and simple. You thought she can save her. And that's probably what it was with this dude right here. He probably thought he could save her. He probably thought, oh, I can make her situation better, so on and so forth. That's a lot to ask for. Now, my thing is this. If she only had one kid with the next, no big deal. 2 kids, 2 exes, it's possible. 3 kids, 3 exes, that's a lot. That's a lot.
So you got to keep in mind also, her kids are all grown too.
Yeah, they're grown.
They're all grown.
But JT, let me incite some wisdom here. As men, we need to stay within our masculine energy. It is a woman's energy to want to do what? Nurture and grow and cultivate. Meaning sometimes you'll see women that will get with men and feel that they can make that man better and flourish and what have you. It is not the nature. We need to get out of this nature as men that we have to try to make women better that we meet who come to us with a lot of flaws. I would say the same thing for women. If you got someone with a lot of flaws, I mean serious flaws, you got to get out of the business of thinking that you're going to cultivate someone. Now, of course, we want to support each other in relationships, right? But that's when you have a woman that's a real deal, or a woman has a man who's the real deal. Then, yes, supporting one another is effective. But when you're meeting someone that comes to you with a lot of junk, a lot of baggage that you didn't ask for, we got to get out of this business of thinking that we can rebuild a fucking house with a faulty foundation, men. Let's get back to our true nature.
Yep.
Facts.
She shouldn't even, a woman like that shouldn't even be able to qualify to even be on a date with. If we have principles, like, come on, man. If that man had principles, all he had to do was just pay attention while he was dating her and actually court and date her. The man already married her. The problem was that he didn't court her properly. That was just it.
Exactly. I think I remember
he didn't
saying
do what information man was saying. He was, and that's where you can see that's why I'm sitting there like, yeah, you're not gonna have any sympathy, my guy.
Yeah, I remember mentioning that in a couple other shows too. I think I remember mentioning the information shows at one time. The problem is no one wants to do courting, getting to know each other, just sitting down, talking, hanging out, little things like that. Build something from there and build something from there. Like that was the thing that I think a lot of us were taught by our parents. Get to know the person, go out. It doesn't even have to be a fancy date. You go to lunch together. You can do little things like that here and there. Talk to each other, have a small chat, and build from there. Like I said before, I think I said it yesterday, like my wife and I, we've been together for 19 years, married for 14. One of the things I remember doing when my wife and I were just going through the courting process, my wife didn't have friends at the job. She transferred into my department. She didn't know anybody. On my day off, I went out there and I picked her up. Drove her home, and we just sat and we just talked. That's all we did till the sun came up. We basically talked till about maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock. After she got out and she went inside, I drove off, and I'm thinking, yo, she's kind of cool. Later on, I found out from my wife, when she got inside, she said to herself, I have found the man that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. She knew. And all we did was just talk at work and then talk outside of work, and then it just things went from there. And that's the thing that a lot of these young people aren't doing anymore. You know, it's like
Yes.
baseball. You know, you got to work from first base to home plate. Joker's trying to get on to third base automatically. Like, dude, stop trying to hit a triple. Get on base first. You know, and it's like, and sometimes you wonder: is it the guys? Is it the ladies? Is it a combination of both? Is it social media? It's like whatever happened to courting. Like whatever did happen to courting.
That's a good
Okay,
question,
so
though.
I
That's a
will
good
give you
question.
I will give you your answer. One, a lot of people want to do what they want to do, right? But two,
Okay.
a lot of this shit is being taught at an early age, dog. I remember my mother used to tell my sisters, get whatever you can out of a nigga.
Mm.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So just hearing that growing up, I'm not the only person that had a parent like that. Um, three, y'all gotta stop trying to change people and accept their truth, man. You gotta be a delusional ass person trying to change a chick who you know is for the streets into a
Fact.
wife. Like on some real shit. Like, yo, she telling you, yo, I'm for the streets, I'm for the concrete, nigga. I fucked your mans and all this other shit, and you know it, and you talking about some, yo, man, I could make her to be better with me. Like, nah, fool, you being stupid. Same with females, yo. You gotta be a delusional ass person to sit there and stay in a relationship when a dude told you 10 years ago that he ain't shit, he ain't gonna be a good father, and he just wanna fuck you. And I ain't just talking about with his words, I'm talking about with his actions. Actions speak louder than words. You gonna tell yourself lies like that? More power to you, but don't get mad at nobody else. Get mad at yourself. Don't blame the world. Don't make nobody else suffer for it. Deal with it. That's why I ain't got no sympathy for a lot of dudes or
So,
females for
Trucker,
it.
so do you think, and this can just for the panel also, but do you think that it is the way that the next generation, once they get to age of dating and marriage, that it's more of what they see the generation before them do, or do you think is social media the influence of their peers that's around about the same age, or do you think it's just a combination of both? This could be all the way around the panel for everybody.
It's a combination of everything, a combination of both, but it really starts at home. I mean, think about it. How many parents you know right now let their kids watch the tablet for fucking 8, 9 hours a day?
Mm.
They're not even being parents. Mama not even teaching her daughter how to, or her son how to be a respectable man, and the daughter to be a respectable woman. All she doing is shoving that shit right in the face. And then who you think they learning from? Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, all this stupid feminism shit that's going on right now. Then they got to go to school and meet other girls to to collect notes, right? Iron sharpens iron. So now you got a bunch of shit like little girls in school doing the same shit. So it's a combination of everything, but it's definitely started at home first. That's
Oh,
for
definitely,
sure.
definitely. I remember learning this in Catholic school. There's one nun, God rest her soul. She said this for as long as I can remember to the day she died. Parents are the first teachers. And the problem with some parents, I'm not going to say all, because I know some of us here in the chat and some of us here on the panel are parents. The problem with some parents is they're too busy trying to be their child's best friend and not be that mother or father that they need. That's where it starts. And sometimes it kills me when I see some of these parents and then I see their kids and it's looking at them like, who's the parent, who's the child? And I've seen that type of nonsense before, and I'm just like, the fuck? Really? But it all starts at home. Parents are the first teachers. Parents got to learn to start to set boundaries. Parents got to teach their kids the difference between what's fake and what's real. Parents got to take the time to, monitor what their kids are looking at on social media. And if you have to restrict it, restrict it. But I get it. It's hard for a lot of parents to be hands on at times because you either got one parent working two jobs or you got some kids in a single parent household, but you find a way. You find a way. Plain and simple. I mean, yes, becoming a parent, there's no instruction. So you have no idea what the fuck to do from the beginning. But the fact of the matter is, the minute you find out you're responsible for a young life, find a way to make the time to be there. Find a way to make the time to give a fuck. Find a way to make the time to let the child know, don't go along with this bullshit. Because that's what it is. It's bullshit. And if you don't believe me, look at your friends and everything else. And sometimes you got to give your kids that harsh reality. Because even though they don't want to listen, they don't want to hear it, even though it might be hard on them, it's still the truth. And they got to, sometimes you got to give it to them like that. So, I mean, I can't find any other way to put it. I really can't. I can't find any other way to put it. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't make it seem like it's not as serious as it is. It is fucking serious. It really is. When you got 12, 13, 14-year-old girls, the way they dress and everything else, you look at them just like, what the fuck? And then sometimes you wonder why it's okay. And sometimes their parents are either letting them do it or these kids are doing it behind their back. So it's like, all I can say to a lot of parents, not only you got to give a fuck, but you got to find a way to make the time to set boundaries and let them know, don't be going along with this bullshit, because that's what it is. I mean, that's the best way I can put it.
Bro,
For
listen,
real.
it's just a bunch of broken people, man. Like y'all keep trying to say broken motherfuckers, yo. People really out here proud to be grandmothers at 30 fucking 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's some bullshit. So stop fucking with these broken people. Do better and learn. Like, yo, if this ain't a time of learning from your mistakes, I don't know what is. There's so much information. There is no reason for anybody to be failing. I'm gonna be honest with you. So much information, man. You know, so there ain't no excuse in my book. You choose what you choose. Just don't complain about it. That's it. I don't want to hear no complaints. I don't want to hear you a victim. None of that shit.
So I also think that it's the generation before, they don't tell the truth.
Oh, that's true.
They don't tell the truth. And even when they're being questioned on their lies, they are so quick. And I'm gonna put this kind of like on the women when it comes down to, they will rather argue you down on their lie than to just say, I take accountability. I was wrong. I learned. And this is what I know now. So a lot of this stuff comes down to, they would double down on their own fucking lie. This is that whole thing on, you don't have to lie to kick it. The lady that I put on here, it's just a microcosm of what you would see in the dating game. It's just so happened that she got caught up. It's funny because people are getting caught up on the internet now instead of, in the neighborhood and things like that. And the lies that she told, she really didn't have to lie. Like literally, she could have just said, I'm married, but I'm single. I mean, I'm separated. Me and my husband are separated. Now the thing is that on the the Kendra G show, she will disqualify you. She would definitely disqualify you if you are married. It's a liability. So she's trying to I guess what they say, what they call it, damage control or some shit like that. She's
Yeah, I
trying to
think
do
that's what it
damage
is.
control. Yeah, she's trying to do damage control on her show because it is an entity. And she got a lot of people that's on there. So it's definitely that.
Man, man, fuck Kendra G. Oh, that's how I feel about it. Yo, this the same woman that sat here, went on her radio show, and fucking called him a misogynist and all this other shit. And then she start her damn dating show and be out here saying the same shit that he was doing too. What he was trying to tell her ass. Man, fuck that trick, man.
Now the thing is this. And you're right when it comes down to what she was saying at first, but this is the whole reality that she's starting to realize because now she's seeing that it is a problem. So I got to give her kudos on that. Even when she was, you talking about with Kevin Samuels, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
She was on there with Kevin Samuels.
But see, she could have even she could have. You know what? You was right, Kevin. I apologize. You know what? I should never did any of that shit. You was right, but she ain't did. She ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? She knew he was right.
Right. I have no idea if she ever recanted any statements or anything like that. But
Nah,
I mean, yeah. But my whole thing is this: what we're trying to do, and I can definitely speak for at least Black Men Unfiltered and What We Know podcast, is that we're just trying to come to some type of realization between women and men, and specifically Black women and Black men. And we already see what the damage is. This is why I kind of like highlighting. A lot of people would think, well, why won't you highlight something like this? It's trash. It's this and that. Because it's attached to our culture of being Black folks. This shit is real. I don't want to act like it's not real anymore. I don't want to act like the dating scene is not real. And we're not taking dating seriously at a younger age. And one of the things we have to do is broke down on that so we can have better people and better families. And we can actually have a functional community. These things are absolutely real. As crazy as they look, let me tell you something. I can tell you right now, none of this shit that I see on the internet amazes me. I've seen a lot of this shit in real life.
You know what's crazy, JT?
Man, the lady that I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I say, you know what's crazy?
What's that?
Every time I say, yo, what you see on YouTube is what you see out here in real life. They always say it's just entertainment.
It's entertainment but at some point, man, we have to take the entertainment part out of it because, again, if you're from inner city, Detroit, Chicago, Philadelphia, pretty much most of the damn boroughs in New York, if you down south, these are people that we see. That first lady that I showed, I'm telling you, I've seen her so many damn times in the neighborhood.
I see them.
That's why a lot of people was like she crackhead and she,
bro.
And
see them all the
it's
time, bro.
Yeah. So even though there's a level of entertainment, of course, but there's also something where we have to actually, look down on it and say, damn, is this shit actually happening in our in our communities? Is these relationships that fucked up? And they are. I can say that they are absolutely. And now the shit has been televised a whole different way. This ain't no damn NBC, CNN, or any of those alphabet motherfuckers here. This is the people doing it. This is us being able to bring out the news, information, and one of the things is, and this is some new shit still. It's still fairly new to us. You know how hard it is for us to
JT.
You know how hard it is for us to believe one another. Most people would think that it has to be solidified on regular TV. It has to be solidified by the NBCs and the CBSs.
JT, let me say this before I get ready to drop off. Professionally speaking, brother, as a therapist, what we're witnessing and seeing in the 21st century, I hate to say it, brother, this is not new behavior. What's happening is that we have a lot of people in our community who have mental health problems, women, men. They've got trauma. They got all kind of psychological issues. And what's happened is that social media has given people that we would normally see in the community, and we would say that's a crazy woman, that's a crazy man. But now they have a social media vehicle to express their insanity to the whole world. And so now they're able to come on shows like Kindred Dree. They're able to express their thoughts. The sister that was on there earlier that you showed that was talking with her son in the background and talking the way she was talking. These are people who have problems, brother.
Yeah.
And I've said this 1,000 times. You have a lot of people in our community who have mental health problems, and they bring their problems to social media to express. They're using TikTok, they're using Facebook, and they're getting attention for their borderline personality and behaviors, you see. So as much as we want to say, okay, this is crazy, we're forgetting that there's a component of people out here who actually have some issues, and we're just getting it. It's being broadcast to us, you see, and they're getting they're getting attention placed on them. But unfortunately, sometimes people like this get rewarded for their dysfunctional behavior because they're getting likes. Just like when that woman gave out her number, and all of a sudden she was fading in and out because why? Some simps out there gave her instant attention, start trying to call her number to reward this dysfunctional, and I gotta be honest, this borderline behavior, personality behavior. Okay? So we cannot underestimate and deny the mental component to what you're seeing on social media today.
Absolutely.
Because back in the 80s, when we didn't have all this shit, women and men like this, you wouldn't hear from them in large scale. They would just be this isolated person in the community that you would just say, that's crazy Tyrone over there. That's Wild Mary. Okay. But great show tonight, brother. I'm about to drop off. Great discussion and everything, brother. Thank you.
Absolutely, bro.
All right.
Have a good information, man. I
Thank you.
appreciate you, brother.
Thank you,
Most
everybody.
definitely.
I want to piggyback.
Hey, I'm still trying to figure out how in the hell you single can't keep a man your damn self and you want to have a damn dating show.
Hey,
wait, who is that?
Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Lady in the Void, if you can you please drop Information Man's link? Please follow Information Man at the Information Man Show. He has a lot of other platforms that's on there too. Anyone that's a moderator, please drop his link on there. Most definitely. I appreciate you, Information Man. Go ahead, brothers.
Somebody got something.
Hey, somebody's.
In the background.
Yeah, that must be. That's you, Trucker. It ain't.
No, that ain't me.
It ain't you.
It ain't me.
Hold on.
It might be me. It might be me. And I'm in my kitchen.
The only one that said it ain't me.
Oh, okay.
It probably is me. My apologies with that. But I wanted to piggyback on what Information was saying. The problem with that as well is we don't take mental health serious. We don't talk about depression. We don't talk about bipolar. We don't talk about borderline personality. We don't talk about a lot of issues associated with mental health because we think that shit don't exist. That shit ain't real. Oh, just pray on it, everything be all right. And that's the problem. I mean, Information knows, like, I've been on other shows, and I'm not afraid to talk about my issues with mental health. All right? I have ADHD, I have cognitive learning disabilities, and I have depression. All right? And what I've done at first, I tried doing it, but there wasn't a lot of information out there, and it wasn't working. I was running into issues with school.
Hey,
I was struggling.
Nobody can hear you, bro. Everybody trying to hear you, but the noise. Is it okay if you just dial out and come back in? It's
Sound like
really
you got a
bad.
damn wasp flying behind you.
God damn.
Jesus. Hey, JT, that girl had more tattoos on her body than a goddamn than a cemetery got bodies, man.
Bruh. She had
Hey, that's
the
a
same
red
amount
flag
of
for me, man. Anytime I see a sister like that, any woman with a bunch of tattoos all over their goddamn body, I know something wrong with you upstairs, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
She had
absolutely.
43, but she had 42 tattoos. That means every year you went and got a damn tattoo. Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
somebody said in the chat that it represented a body, and I was like, well, damn, if that's true, she got more bodies in a goddamn local cemetery. That's for dang sure.
Shit, they said no. That was my man. Who was that said that? He said every tattoo represented 10
A
men.
body,
That was-
yeah, 10 men.
God damn. Yeah, but I ain't
Hey,
gonna front though. Yeah.
and then on the real, man, y'all got to think about it, man. We sitting up here complaining about how men, men got to be smarter with their dinglings. Yeah, we know that. But hey, as I heard a comedian say, he said, as long as a woman got a split between her legs, it's going to be a man out there trying to stick his banana in between it.
Absolutely.
That's
So I
fine.
mean,
Absolutely. But we
I
have
mean,
to
at the
we gotta be a lot more smarter, man. We still gotta be a lot more smarter though, Scorch. We definitely gotta be a lot more smarter when it comes down to picking women, man, because we're messing around and we're multiplying with these women and we got children that's kind of like fucked up. They're born in this bullshit. That's my only thing is dudes don't know how to not procreate with these goddamn women. She
So
already had it, like her time should have been up by the time this motherfucker had 2 children, 2 different men. The next motherfucker dude should have just been like, yeah, if I'm gonna be with her, I might as well go ahead and just take all precautions. Cause you don't want your kid to be having a mama like that. It's the same thing with women. You shouldn't want your kid to want to be um attached to a man that you don't love, respect, and you don't think that man is doing what's good in the world. Most of
hey,
these
but
motherfuckers be getting, they say that they get, tricked and shit like that. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe them. I
hey,
don't
hey, but
believe
hey,
old
hey,
boy.
hey, JT, but on the real though, most times, man, when you look at some of these women, I'm not gonna say all. I hate having to always preface whenever we start talking about relationships between men and women. We
Mm-hmm.
gotta preface what we say by saying, well, that's not all. We know it's not all.
No doubt.
But what I notice with women that has multiple children by multiple different baby daddies, you know what you have to deal with when you meet them? You
What's
have to
that?
deal with every last one of them women, one of them men that she laid up with. Number
Yeah.
one. Then you add up each one of them men that she laid up with, who he laid up with before they got with her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That it's called soul ties for a reason. That stuff adds up. So we wonder why everybody walking around here schizophrenic, don't know what the hell going on inside their head. Every time you look up, it seems like they done lost 3 or 4 marbles, brain cells up in there. They think you think they talking to you, but they actually talking to the nigga that they dealt with about 5-6 years ago. That's still up in their mind.
Hold on, Clement. Check it out though. I know if you my age or within 10 years within my age, whether you're 10 years older or 10 years younger, you've heard a woman that sat back and tried to cuss your ass out when you knew it wasn't you she was talking to.
Okay, hey, dude, I'm
You
going
knew
through
it
that
wasn't
now.
you she was talking to.
Hey, I'm going through that now where it's like, hold up. I know I'm responsible for some stuff, but I ain't do all this. What
Right,
the
you be
hell
like,
are you
that's the
talking
wrong
about?
nigga.
Yeah.
I know I didn't do that shit. We never
know
I ain't
been
do
in
one.
Jamaica
What are you
together.
talking about?
And and it's sad because this is why relationships and marriages don't flow in the way that it's supposed to. You
Yeah.
can vet as good as you want to, but at the end of the day, you really don't start to know a mother sucker until you actually starting to live with them and you're actually tied into them. And believe it or not, sometimes some of these chameleons know how to hide they chameleon to the fullest.
Yes, sir.
It'd be 5-10
Yeah.
years, and you think you done found the right one, and the minute you get married, what? I didn't see none of this. Now, of course, it was some it was some signs there, but it was nothing major to the point to where you had to look at it and be like, you know what? So I can honestly understand why you got a lot of brothers that sitting up there saying, "F this, I'm going overseas. I'm gonna find something overseas," because honestly, I hate to say it, our women out here, man, if
I don't
we
even.
depend. If we
I don't
depending
even.
on this, man, it's a wrap.
I don't think it's the women over anywhere. I think it's just the women here, dog. I don't even like saying that, but I'm just gonna keep it a buck. It's a lot of fucked up. It's a lot of broken ass females out here, man.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
lot, dog,
yeah,
and
but
you know,
uh, uh,
I don't know what to say about it.
I mean, honestly, like I was saying before I had to change my location. The problem is nobody wants to go to therapy. Nobody wants to go to counseling. No one wants to talk about it. They just think if they talk about it, the people will think you're crazy. Ain't nothing wrong going to therapy. Believe me. I'm currently seeing a therapist, and
Bruh, it ain't got nothing to do with therapy, man.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody said it.
Listen, it ain't got nothing to do with therapy, dog. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Also, a lot of people don't want to face themselves, dog. A lot of people don't want to sit down and look at themselves for what it is. Like for
Damn,
real. Let's
trucker.
keep
I
it a buck.
said that yesterday. I was saying that yesterday on the show yesterday when we had Talk That
You,
Talk Tuesdays. I said we can't put everything on therapy. Sometimes you just got to start learning how to be in a relationship with somebody. And a lot
JT.
of times you just got to learn, you can learn how to deal with your own anxieties because that's a big part. It's like the elephant in the room is anxiety in relationships. That's basically what it is. This is why people will try to lead with, I don't trust, I don't do this, I don't do that. At the end of the day, sometimes you need to bog down and pull out everything within you until you exhaust it. So you can then go to say, we actually need therapy.
What
We
what
actually do need therapy. But fuck that. If I've been in a fucking relationship with you for 2 years, ain't no therapy that we gonna do company, not company, I said company therapy, couples therapy that's gonna actually help us. We don't even know each other that much yet.
here's the
Therapy is
reality
for
Honestly,
though.
man,
people
you
that
don't really.
actually exhausted the things that they have inside themselves. We keep thinking that we got to have somebody to keep telling us what the fuck to do. We are human beings, man. We are like us being the beings that we are. We run in this world. Human beings run this fucking world. Why? Because we have free thinking abilities. And a lot of us don't want to use those fucking abilities. They want somebody to tell them what the fuck to do in a fucking relationship.
So let me
And then
give
they
you
don't
a
listen.
let me give you a saying that my grandmother used to say to me. She said, "One day you're gonna meet a woman that's really good, and the thing about being with somebody that's good is going to show you your own flaws yourself, and it's either you're going to fold or you're going to change, and that's
God,
just the reality, and that's just the
Trucker,
truth, bro."
you need to stand in my closet. That's what I used to tell my homeboys when we be having some dope ass clothes. I be like, damn boy, you need to stay in my closet. I got the same shit you got. That's
Bro,
at the end of the
it's a
day, that
bar.
is absolutely, bro.
Yeah,
That is
it's a
absolutely.
reality check, dog. It's when you really get with a good person. If you notice, and I don't think women really notice this, when they get a good man, that's gonna really hold them down. Their flaws show the most.
It's gonna show all the
See,
shit that you've
yeah,
been
yeah,
out there
yeah,
ignoring. That good person is gonna expose all your bullshit.
yeah. It's definitely
Good
gonna expose
relationships
it.
don't save you. They don't save you.
Nah, it's. I mean, think about it. You get how many women you know, or men and women. I'm just gonna say men and women. You get into a relationship, right? You keep fucking with these raggedy ass people and you don't realize it. But as soon as you get with somebody that's genuine, you making them suffer for somebody else's mistakes. The
Mhm.
reality is, yo, you was with these dudes, you wasn't making their ass suffer when they were treating you like shit. But now you got this good dude or good woman, and you making her suffer because she calling you out on your shit. You're gonna have to do better.
No
You're gonna
doubt.
have to do better.
I'm
It's
gonna
gonna
tell you why
expose
that
it.
is. Because every time you step into a new relationship, you compare 9 times out of 10 that individual is comparing you to the last nigga or female that they was with.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Point blank and simple. And see, and especially don't be the one that you happen to get with, and their mind is still stuck on their first one that they just can't seem to get out their system.
Mm-hmm.
See, 9 times out of 10, the problem that we have in relationships and marriages and all that, we're forever comparing who we with whom we was.
Yeah.
last.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you this. Let me tell you this. A very wise man has told
The
me.
toughest things any man has ever done is turn down a nice piece of willing, steaming ass piece of pussy.
Mr. R. Payne in the building. What's going on, old man?
Moses.
Mr. Payne.
You ain't gonna
Moses, you
live it
bring your
down.
staff?
You will
You
not
bring your
live it down.
staff?
Huh?
I'm asking Moses, did he bring his staff with him?
You got it.
Mr. Payne in the building. How you
You
doing,
on
sir?
mute. You on mute, Mr. Payne.
You're on mute. R-Pain, turn off the mute. Turn on your mic.
He working on it.
I got it. Yeah,
How you
gentlemen,
doing,
hello. Good evening. Good evening.
What's going on, R-Pain?
Man, I was just telling some other guys on another panel, man, if I become president, I'm coming to raid BMU's goddamn thing. That would get to I don't get that thing, man. Anyway, but hey, listen, I hear you guys talking. I think, well, first of all, one of the things we got to all come to grips with that none of us, and if you're married already like me, and even way back in the dark ages, my wife wasn't a virgin when I met her. And one of the things we got to get a grip with is that in the West, we've already moved the goalposts. Most of us already accept that our women have been with another man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so to me, that's just a conversation, right? To see how serious that she is. Hey, listen, I would say you got to actually say to her, listen, don't be putting the shit on your previous guy on me. Right? That's what you need to say. You need to say it out loud, and you need to say it more than once. Before I got married, I was dealing with a woman who had a kid, and she couldn't get over this fucking guy. They were divorced for 5 years. She kept talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a connect. When a woman has a baby by a man, she's connected to this motherfucker forever, right? And another thing that we got to realize is that when women, every woman in the world remembers the first guy who busted down. Every fucking woman. You could be married for 100 years. I don't mean they're thinking about them, but they never forget. I mean, I haven't forgotten the first woman I've been with. So I know women don't forget the first dude. So this is why body count matters. Not because they had sex. It's because, if they lose the ability to bond to the new guy, that's the real thing you need to figure out. Does she still have enough, chemical hormone to bond to you? And it's all a risk reduction and shit, because you're never going to get guarantees out there. Never going to get guarantees with a woman. You have to just realize that if she marries you and you let her into your fold, and it's up to you to let her in the gate, by the way.
That's true.
It's up to you that she chooses you as her number one, regardless of her past history. That's the challenge. That's the challenge, because you got to be her number one choice. Okay, she might have fucked somebody else and all that, but if you ask her to marry you got to make sure that she thinks that's an honor.
All right, Lady Navoa. Love you, girl.
Yeah, she got to think that shit's an honor. I mean, you know why? Because most women never get asked.
That's
You
true.
let her into. My analogy, and I'm gonna land it here. It's like, I watch vampire movies, right? And they can't fuck with you unless you let them in the house.
Yeah.
So
true.
when you let a woman in the house, and when you let a woman in the house, here's what you got to realize: if you let a vampire in your house, they don't kill you right away. They like to play with their food.
Yeah, and they still come out in the sunlight.
Well, what I'm saying is they like to play with their food. So they'll come in and fuck around with you, maybe give you some ass and this and that. And then one day when they're ready and they're tired of you, then they'll bite you.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing in a marriage. You let a woman in your house, you got to be accountable for who you let in. And so if you ignore any red flags and you're not willing to walk away, you gotta accept what you deserve.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying, man. I mean, because we're the gatekeepers to marriage. Forget our relationships. We're not necessarily the gatekeepers for regular relationships, that bullshit we do on the street. but
Mhm.
marriage belongs to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
I think
I agree
that
with you, but if it belongs to us, then we should also, if we're the gatekeepers of it, even if we let them in, it should be our choice on whether we're going to let them out.
Yeah, well, that's another conversation. And no fault of force took care of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
take it
bro.
back to the biblical days when you had Queen Vashti and what's his name up in there, and she acted like she didn't want to listen to him, turned around and kicked her butt up out the kingdom.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you about that. You might be right, but we're talking about where we are right now. That shit ain't happening.
Well, I think we need to go back to it. That's what I'm saying.
They call me a dinosaur, man. They call me a dinosaur, man. That shit ain't happening. Forget about
Listen, they already.
it.
One thing for sure that's going on right now, and I don't even know if y'all recognizing it, is a lot of these laws is quietly being changed. No fault divorce,
Yes.
starting to get
Mhm.
removed.
Yeah.
Alimony getting removed. IVF shots, getting banned.
That one is a mistake.
All the shit is getting removed, and it's going back to what it's originally supposed to be, technically. But at the end of the day, man, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna burn and fall. Just let them fall, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can't save them all. Like what you saying. Somebody mentioned that, yo, we talked all day long. Y'all been together for 19 years. Yo,
Yeah.
my first date with my lady, the very first date was from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. And all we did was sit down and conversate. It's been 10 years now. So, yeah, I get that. But the teaching starts at home, fellas. Like,
Yeah.
if y'all don't want
It
y'all
does.
sons to end up in this situation like this goofy ass nigga who gonna sit here and tell some other young dude, hey, yo, go ahead and get your dick wet, dog. It's all good. Nah,
Not
tell
mine.
him, tell
Not
him
mine.
early, tell him early as possible, because that's one thing that I will say that we didn't do as men. I ain't never heard besides on here other men say, "Yo, watch your dick, control your dick, be dick discipline, all that shit." You know, what I'm saying, I always heard the opposite: get as much pussy you can get at a young age. You know, so I'm just trying to do something different, man.
I tell
Well,
my
that's
3
bad
children.
messaging.
Hey, I tell my 3 children right now. My oldest is 18, my youngest boy is 16, and my daughter is 14. And after me and their mother got divorced and I got remarried and all that, wasn't maybe about 3 years ago, I was sitting down talking to them, and I told my boys, I said, keep your pole in your pants. Told my little girl, keep your drawers up. And I told them, I said, I'm gonna tell you something that your mama should be telling y'all now. I said, y'all see what daddy going through? They said, yeah. I said, do you want to see that? Do you want to see that in your life? No. Okay, this is how you stay away from it. Don't
What
be in
age
no
did
rush
you
to get
tell
no
him?
pussy. I told him, I said, don't be in no rush to get no pussy. This is exactly how I told him.
What's the age that you told him this?
I was telling them this, shoot, at 10, 8, and 6. Because I told him, I said, don't come out here when
That's how you
I
do
said,
it.
yeah, you got to. Because see, the thing is, I was introduced through sex. I mean, really sex. And I was only 15 and the woman was 31, 32 years old. And that was through my uncle.
Wow.
Yeah,
See, so
there's a lot of stories like that, man.
See what I'm saying?
and see,
You see what I'm saying?
and now hold up though. And now when I
Mm-hmm.
talk about, I said real sex.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
no, no, no. What I'm saying is, I was introduced to it earlier through that, but it wasn't through the means of how it was supposed to be introduced. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hey, Scorch Earth, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What part of your message was more important? Telling your kids about not having sex or telling them about the consequences of having sex?
The consequences, because they see me live it.
See, that's
They
what
see
I'm
it.
saying. I think
See,
that's what's missing a lot.
Mr. Payne, let me tell you something. I have a 31-year-old that was through another relationship. I got married and had my 3 from my previous marriage.
Okay.
And one of the things that they saw the child support I was paying for their older brother. When I got divorced from their mother, and the mother divorced me and went to court and got child support from me. Then I got remarried. I was paying over $2,000 for child support at one time.
Oof.
Taking care, paying $2,000 rent, a car note, and other little things in my second marriage. They saw all this. And one of the things that one of them said, they was like, we don't want that. I said, well, if you don't want it, look at the pain and strife that I'm going through.
Yep.
And you won't have to worry about that. I said, it's time for you to be carried on the back of my mistakes. Don't make the mistakes that daddy made, because if you do, you may not be able to recover like I did.
Well, let me just say this. I'll
That's
land
true.
here. The point is, when we tell kids, both men and women, boys and girls, about sex, we got to be heavier on the consequences of the mistake. We got to, and like you, we got to be truthful that we fucked up. Like I told young guys, listen, you know, the worst thing that can happen to you is waiting for that phone call that the chick that you just fucked raw gives you a call that she missed her period, and then you waiting for her to call you back and say, oh, okay, it came. Those are some sleepless fucking nights. You know what I'm saying? You know, some sleepless nights.
Look, Pain, they don't talk about that. They don't talk about that part. That's real though. It's like, yo, you wait for that phone call. And your homeboy sit there and like, yo, you all right? You good?
Them ain't the sleepless nights, Star Pain. Them ain't the sleepless nights. Let me tell you what a sleepless nights happen.
Go ahead, brother.
When she comes up and you find out that how nasty she was, and she come up with some giving you the claps or some shit like that.
Oh shit!
Them the sleepless nights, because you don't know what the hell your ass got until you get down to the doctor and make sure that your butt clean.
Nah. Let me help you out with this one. The sleepless nights. Let me keep it a buck. Is when you married the woman who said she was a wholesome woman, and you realize every time y'all go to the mall. Yeah, you every time you go to the mall, you see men give you that look, and we know what that look is, fellas. Women think we know that look, and we know how y'all be looking too. Y'all be trying to play like y'all don't know that nigga. We could tell just by y'all body movement. Y'all clench up real quick, try to act like y'all don't know.
And then they catch an attitude with you.
Yeah, so I be like, like we come on, man. We know. We know. So, that's the real sleepless night. You got to go home and lay in your bed and say, shit, damn.
Like I had to get, I gave him that talk too.
Nah, but yeah, Pain is right though. I have a bit like people be on my trying to get me to. People be trying to get me to.
I gave
you shouldn't
those
be teaching your kids that shit at an early age.
As well. My niece.
Yeah, that's. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Antoine.
The earlier they know, the better, and the earlier they know, the smarter they'll make those decisions. I had to do that with my nieces and nephews. One niece, she'll be 21 in a couple of days. That's 14, and I got a nephew that's 23. And I told them from the door. If you're gonna mess around, you're gonna learn to protect yourself, plain and simple. And I told my nieces this: if the guy said that he don't like wearing rubbers, them panties go back up. And I told my nephew, if you get with a girl and she said you don't need to wear a condom, your drawers go back up. I told them, if you got a finger fucking and you got to give them a head, if you got to do something like that for them to get off, you do that. But other than that, you don't get it in without protection. Plain and simple.
Yeah, it's true.
And they have, and like I was always hard on them, but they understood why I was hard on them. Even my niece, that's going to be 21, remembers a lot of stuff that I told her, and she based a lot of opinions on what I was teaching her, and she greatly appreciates that. So
yeah, I have 2 daughters.
The sooner,
I have 2 daughters, and they're both adults now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy in my
Yeah.
head. The only thing I wanted them to do was get to adulthood without being baby mom.
Oh,
And I was honest
Right.
with them, man.
woo,
I
I
said,
t-
listen,
and I told him that too. Oh, I told him that too. I told my nieces and my nephews the same thing. I told my nieces, don't be a baby mama, be a wife. I told my nephew, don't be a baby daddy, be a husband. Fellas, I wish I could stay. I gotta get my wife ready for work, but fellas,
pleasure,
it's been
Shout
nigga.
out,
good.
man, for you and the wifey, man.
Thanks, man. Yo, y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe, and everyone in the chat, y'all take care of each other, one another, and y'all have a good one.
Thanks a
All right,
lot,
man.
Antoine, man. Love
Hey,
you,
All
bro.
right.
JT. Hey, JT.
Yep.
What that
Hmm.
brother was talking about telling him, you know how we can change this? So start being the example that we keep speaking of.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, one thing, and then JT, me and you around the same age, and our pain knows this too, all too well. We never paid attention to what our parents told us. We paid attention to what we saw them do.
Yeah, the influence was definitely our peers.
Yeah,
It was a lot stronger.
Yes.
We
yeah.
didn't start we didn't really start. I know I could speak for myself, but I didn't start really taking those principles until I got older. I didn't start, they were always there embedded in me. But yeah, you're right. When it came down to it, it was a lot. I don't know what is that with the generation that's coming into adulthood versus the generation that's already there, that's trying to actually tell us certain principles. Because I mean,
The power, the influence of social media and other things that we have allowed to come in and basically infiltrate how it is that we was raised, and we
Nope.
didn't carry on the same standards. We let
It's
a lot
not
of
that.
things go.
Nah,
Well,
bro.
let me ask you. Go ahead, Trucker. Go ahead.
Nah, dog. It's not. Listen, I'm gonna repeat this again. Yo, it starts at home. You gotta remember, yo, ain't nothing. What a lot of people are afraid to check themselves when reality hit. Okay,
I agree
meaning
with you on that. Yeah,
they don't like looking in the mirror. So what do? They get to a point where they even teach their own kids the bullshit so they won't have to do right. And that's what's
mhm.
going on today. We see it every day.
But see,
We see
Trucker.
fucking yeah. What's up?
No, no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was just saying. I was just giving an example. Like, yo, we saw Amber Rose talking about her son as a feminist,
yeah, that was some
and her
BS.
and her son is, he was talking about he had to cut his friend off because the friend told him he was wrong for supporting a chick that's out here showing
Transgender.
her body. Yeah, no, it was supporting. The son was the friend was basically telling him, yo, you wrong for sitting there supporting women that's out here showing their body. They, out here literally
Well,
showing what they got purposely.
so,
And
Trucker, you
yeah,
don't think that's Wiz Khalifa's fault? Because he was in that kid's life. He should have said, listen, man, Amber, stop that bullshit with my son.
oh,
Because he's
absolutely.
just, but I hear what you're saying, though. Listen, I mean, let me just go real quick. One of the things that nobody ever told me anything about sex, right? So I got a sister who's like 50. She's retired, and we talk about everything. And it's funny. I only mention her because it's funny. We have these kind of conversations down at this level. I told her, thank God that when my first girlfriend was a little older than me, and I told her, thank God she didn't tell me about what you need to do is eat ass and all that shit, or else I would have been doing that shit. Because I didn't know shit. I mean, my first girlfriend, man, if she didn't tell me, if she was a freak, I'd be crazy. I mean, she just told me about the woman's body, this and all that kind of. But if she was a freak, I would have said, "Which way do we go, George?" So I'm so
My
I
happy.
ain't
first was
even
a
know,
freak.
but
I just started thinking about that. I said, I'm so happy. She was just a regular chick. She was a little older. She said, "These are the kind of things you do," and it was within bounds.
Mhm.
Because I said I was open for almost anything. So it depends on how you get cracked into the situation. And some people have better experience than others, especially women.
Yeah.
Some
yeah, a
women, their
lot of them
first
women got
guys,
turned out.
yeah, sometimes their first guys are savages. And that shit gets carried with them forever. You know? And so, you know, as a guy, even though we don't talk about we lost our virginity as men, we say, listen, that's our first piece. But you know, every one of you guys can think back on your first woman. Was she somebody who was willing to kind of teach you, navigate you how to go, and she was cool with it, or was she some kind of abusive chick? And that kind of sets you on the path. And for women, it's really important that when they give up their virginity, is there was an asshole or somebody who actually cared about them. It makes a difference.
It does.
Yeah.
But
I
we
mean, I
gotta
get that.
we gotta be honest with ourselves, man. It is super duper hard once you start getting out here and you are intermingling with first when you're a teenager and women showing you attention. It is a power that women have, dog, that is so hard for us to say no. It is very hard for us to
That's
say
why you're
no.
supposed to run from it, JT.
But you can't tell a 16, 17-year-old to run. Nigga, we can't run fast enough. Every time I tried to, I caught a Charlie horse. It caught me every time. It is not easy.
Hey, you run,
until
your
you
leg
get
gets stuck, but your pole is way sticking up in post position, huh?
And then you don't think that you got anything to lose. Think about this. When you're young, you don't
think
think that you have
forever.
a lot to lose.
Yeah.
So you're looking at more of what you can gain versus what you can lose. So when it comes down to it, we got to be 100% honest with ourselves, man. The presence of a woman, man, is so fucking strong, bro. I could be hanging with my homeboys all goddamn day and we cool, but I don't look at them like I would look at the woman I'm with. That's
JT,
why
let me ask my question, JT. Let me ask my question. All
Yes,
you
sir.
guys on this panel, when was the first time you actually, honestly, when you were in being able to get in the cut, that you turned down a piece of ass? When? I mean, how old? No, don't tell me when. How old were you when you were able to do that? Walk away.
I was
17, and I turned it away because it smelled like some damn raw fish.
Well, it was
I'm talking
with
about
me.
fresh piece. I'm
Yeah.
talking about a fresh piece.
No, with me, it was the fact that I just didn't find her attractive because at 16, I had just gained my superpowers. Women like me. They like the way I smell. They like the way I smile. They like the way I talk. They like the way I dance. It was so much where I was just like, damn, they all like the same thing. So it got me. If I show you my pictures as being in high school, I was the dude with the high top fade, the curly high top fade with the 3 cuts in your eyebrow. I always had some
Hey,
type of
that's
new
when dark
type of
chocolate
shit.
was still in.
Yeah,
Everybody was
Big
after
Daddy
dark
Kane.
chocolate. Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yep.
Rock Kim. You know what I'm saying? This is when before Wesley Snipes was a sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? This was during those times.
God damn.
Hey, brothers like me,
and women they like slim dudes that could dance. That was the thing. That's what I found out. And then the way that you
have to
dress.
know how to dance. Yeah, you have to know
So,
how to dance.
so that damn superpower I had, man, that shit was crazy to me at 16. Because at 14, it was almost there. Girls always liked to be around me and shit like that. And I had a couple of them that liked me. But at 16 in high school, man, that shit was crazy. And I'm working everywhere that I went. I found out exactly what women, and they all like the same thing about me. So I took that shit and I abused it. I abused it. Now, what I didn't do was I didn't abuse it like a lot of other dudes did. I was not trying to get nobody pregnant. So condoms was definitely like, damn, 3 condoms, you know, them little 3 boxes. No, I had older cousins. So they were telling me, nope, this is what you get right here. You get the ones with the 12 in there. You get the big box. And then you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like being around those older folks. And then a lot of my friends in my neighborhood that I hung around were also 2 and 3 years older than me too. So, and then having a girl, I'm 16, I got a girl that's 18, I got a girl that's 19 that like me, getting ready to or graduated from high school. Man, I didn't know what the fuck. That shit was hard as hell. You can't tell a nigga to just walk away. or run. All that shit. When this motherfucker just found his new goddamn superhero powers, and I'm about to see if this shit worked. I'm gonna see if it worked. Black Book was full. I had 3 Black Books, dog. 3 of them.
So
you was wild, brother.
Hey, what's
that
going
shit,
on?
man. Listen,
What's happening, man? Y'all
So,
in here cutting up, man.
Hey,
I'm
I
trying to
was a
told you
late bloomer
already
though.
ago, bro. I'm trying to told you already ago. It was just that thing, that 16-year-old experience I had. I loved it. 17, 18, and then went in the military too with that same attitude. Come on, bro. Come on. This shit is like, God damn. So I got 2 daughters, and I said, "Yep, I hear you, God. I hear exactly what you're saying to me now."
So my
That's
first
just what it was.
experience, my first experience, my first refusal was at 12. That was the first one. But then it got like what JT is talking about, superpowers. Like in freshman year, I was like I wasn't really putting myself out there. But my sophomore year, I cut my hair. I had the fresh line, nigga. I was in the weight room training in Alabama. And came back up north. And man, nigga, well, I tell you, man, Jesus Christ, nigga. I ain't even gonna, man, I still remember that first day of school coming back and fucking females was looking like, yo, what is going on? What damn, nigga, you got a chest now? So it's like,
Yeah, it's like you grow, your body look different, your voice did changed on them, and then they look like, is that the same little
yeah,
such and such?
yes, that like it was crazy, like yo, like the chicks that was just like trying to tell, I'm like, nah, don't touch me now, nigga. Nah, the freshman year you was trying to play a nigga left and right. I'm good on you, I'm straight, but yeah,
Oh
it
man,
was
I was
yeah.
like that. 8th grade. In the 8th grade, this is crazy. I tell my wife this story. I talked about it with. I had girls. Now we in class. In class, they used to show me their breasts and everything in class. One girl, I remember back when I was in they didn't have no school uniform, so she wore some little shorts. And for some reason, I don't remember getting sent outside the class, but I got sent outside the class. And, they didn't really see each other. I was just sitting outside the door. All of a sudden, she got sent out too. About 10 minutes later, we sitting down on the floor, we talking. She said, "You want some mess?" I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, I grew up with sisters in the house, so she like, I look up, what you talking about? You want some of this right here? And she pulled her little shorts over. I saw all I seen was some little baby hairs. I said, "Girl, and I'm gonna tell y'all, but when I got to the high school, this is crazy. The girl, okay, so she ended up being my girlfriend through high school, but she lived next door. She came to me one day. She said, "Don't go to school the next day." I'm like, "What you mean? I gotta go to school." She said, "No, because our parents sort of worked at the same place, so they left out." She said, "When our parents leave, I'm gonna come over to your house." And granted, I got 5 sisters, everybody in the house, so I'm trying to rush everybody out of the house. Go ahead, I gotta use the bathroom. Y'all go ahead, I catch up. Knowing that she came over and we laid down in my bed, and the rest was history. I ain't turned it down since.
So, Ferg, you had love and basketball going on, huh?
Yeah. But I ain't put myself like as a man. I sort of disciplined. I knew what I liked. I didn't like the girl that sort of just put it. I like that reserve type. I like that prissy type. It didn't matter.
So the honey who propositioned you to cut school was the reserve type? Is that what you said?
I was young, man.
Hey, put your ass on blast.
Hey, when you got it, you got it. As a man, I know I wanted that type, but no, not as a shoe. She came to me with it. I was like, okay.
Man, y'all know it was those reserved ones too. High school, look, everybody is experimenting, and once you get close to a girl, she could be very reserved, man. Those were the ones that I actually was attracted to myself, and was the ones that would do something that a lot of people don't know that they would do. That's why those were the girls with the boyfriends. Then they didn't have a whole bunch of boyfriends. Once they had that one boyfriend, it'll at least be all the way until high school.
Those are the chicks
Nah,
that
you
get the
talking about the
most hurt
quiet
too.
one.
They're the ones who get the most
Yeah.
hurt too. They take that shit personally if you
Yeah.
blow them out.
Oh yeah,
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that first boyfriend in high school, they done spent 2 years to a teenager, man, is like 20 years. 2 years. If you hear young folks talking, they be like, "Yeah, I had a boyfriend, and we had a long-term relationship." You're like, how long was y'all together? For about 2 years, 2.5. They get it all the way down to months, don't they? They be like, it was 34 months. You
Like it's some kind of baby or something. You know
20
what I'm saying?
Like they
hours.
doing a jail sentence.
Right.
If you're having sex, that's what they can remember. They can remember those moments because it's
Yeah.
really intimate. And a lot of times, if you notice, a lot of young people, they don't have intimacy unless they're having sex. Never really had that just sit in the park and talk. I remember you had to sit in the park and walk around the park and, you know, sit with your feet dangling off the rocks. And I mean, it's just different times.
That's because people ain't got game, sir. They don't know that. They ain't got no. These dudes ain't got no game like that.
And that's
No,
when
these
girls
dudes.
feel good.
Man, these dudes are like these dudes be like doing some weird shit now today. Nah, you back then, you had to have game. You had to know how to talk to your lady. You know what I'm saying? Do a little all
You
day
know why?
foreplay. Little stuff like that to
You know why
make
men
her
don't have
smile and
game
shit
no
like
more?
that.
You know why men don't have game no more?
Because
everything is done through social media.
No, that ain't it. I'm gonna tell you why men don't have game no more.
Talk to
Because
what's going
women
on.
don't require game no more.
Oh, that's bars. That's true.
That's
That's
why
true.
it don't take much. You know what I'm saying?
No, lit. It's not that they don't require it. They just don't require your type of game that you coming with.
No, they don't require much.
Nah, they don't require none of it, bro.
Hey, JT, what it say? What it all come down to? JT, 20 in the front.
And 40 in the rear.
Let me tell you, man. Did any of you guys have a handicap? Did any of you guys have a handicap when you were young? Listen, my eyes were bad, man. Back in the day,
They still is.
No, they still are. But these are reading glasses. I only have them on your fucking.
We're not about to go
Yo, when I say these are reading glasses, but back in the day, man, my shit was like sticking out like this. So when you had to go, when I had to go, I still had to talk to honeys. So when I had to go up to the women, man, with them motherfucking thickies on, man, if I turn fast, I might hit her in the head and shit, give her a bruise. Listen, I'm telling you, I took protection that these motherfuckers might hang themselves over and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep going, man. And then they came out with contact lenses, but I still was able to. One of the things I never was gonna let shit happen to me. I never stopped approaching girls, man. And I always shot over my. I always shot over my head. Always.
Yeah, for the stars, baby.
Guys could never do
you
that shit
seen what your flaws were, and the only thing you did was you didn't have to be at a point where you just going to keep concentrating on your flaws. No, you make yourself a lot better.
Well,
you show your other attributes and stuff like that. No doubt about it. But you had those Coke bottles. That's what they used to call them Coke bottles.
Those motherfuckers, I had to have a neck brace on, man, and shit. Man, them motherfuckers were heavy.
Yeah, you had some binoculars.
I don't know how old y'all were when the word self-esteem came out. I think I was like 19, 20. I'm like, low self-esteem. I'm like, who don't feel good about themselves? Because even when I was growing up, the girls who might not have been that attractive, they had real good confidence. They walked like they had confidence, and you just couldn't approach them any kind of way either.
Mm-hmm.
They would cuss your butt out, like, no, not, you know what I'm saying? So just when I seen that dynamic change, it was like, wow, we really in the space, especially as men.
But the self-esteem that used to do like it ain't like back then, like, yo, what they lack, they made up for. Like, if you a big girl, you could be nice, you know what I'm saying? But yo, she gonna cook for you, she's bring you food and shit, like, little shit like that. And it was like, damn, nigga, okay. It ain't none of that.
She'll smother your face between her breasts.
But big girls back in the day, they were tight.
Yeah, like
Big girls back in the day, they was tight. Big girls, they was tight.
Yeah.
They was tight. They wasn't no sloppy, no hanging over, no.
No, dude.
Nah, they
Right.
was tight. It was tight,
So
man.
when you was like, yo, I'm dating this girl, and you see it, they be like, oh, bro, she is so nice, yo, she's a sweetheart. These motherfuckers sit down, shit.
And we had to deal with. We didn't have to deal. Like, yeah, you're right. The big girls wasn't. I don't think they were the ones with the low self-esteem.
It was the pretty girls.
I think
who
the
had
ones
low
with.
self-esteem.
I think it was the girls with the big titties. Like the girls with big titties were they had low self-esteem
They
because
had big titties and no ass.
yeah, they were skinny
that
with
was
big
it.
titties, and they didn't like the way that they looked. They didn't
like-
have the.
JT,
It
they
wasn't
walk around
proportion.
looking like the letter P. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but it wasn't the fact that it was like they wasn't right looking like the leather, but they wasn't they wasn't. You know,
Hey,
they
you mean
was
the itty bitty titty committee?
They wasn't reckless.
no, but they wasn't used to the big titties because remember, I'm talking about young chicks. You know, over the summer, them titties done got big as shit, and now they got to try to figure out what type of bra to wear and all kind of other shit. They like, well, shit. Now, understand this also. This is some crazy ass shit, man. Do you know how many women that don't actually know their actual bra size?
Hey,
I said about 80% of them.
JT,
Yes.
I just went through that with my daughter, man. She's 14. I
Yes.
took her in the Coles, man, and I'm telling you, that thing happened. I was sitting up there with scratching what little hair I got on my head out because I was trying to figure. I had to go get a sales clerk and was like, "Can you help my daughter out, please? Because
Yes.
I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, and I'm not about to go up there and try to." Because they have to touch it and make sure that it feels right and all that. And I'm like, I ain't touching that.
I'm gonna tell you what it is,
Yeah.
JT. What it is they'll get a bra when they were a smaller size and they'll keep that size.
That's
And
right.
then all of a sudden they'll have like 4 breasts. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? When the thing cut in like in the 4 pieces.
Lord. Can we move?
Like, wait a
can-
minute now.
Can we
Bro,
move
you can't
forward?
upsize these
Can-
things
can
when
we
they get bigger.
Oh Lord, can we move past
Because
this?
I'm still a size
Lord,
6. What are you
Lord,
talking about, Lost in
no.
Translation? I'm
I'm
still
too
a size
early
6.
for the. I don't want to hear
Right.
it. It's too early for the shit. I just received a phone call the other day, like 2 weeks ago. Wife calling, crying. What's going on? She like, our baby, her titties is growing. I'm like, what? No,
It won't stop growing.
it ain't growing. I'm like, no,
Hey, listen, hey man, do you guys ever look at Danica Marie? She had this
Listen.
her
Yeah.
Hold on,
Patreon,
Arcane.
right? She says, "Ask me
Yeah, you be
anything."
watching.
Hold on. She said, "Ask me anything," and one of the guys says, "How big are those cannons you got?" Right? And so she says, you know, she said, "I really don't know." So she thought she was a certain size. So
Mhm.
No, she wasn't.
She actually went to the store, and she says,
It
"Oh
was
my
bigger.
God." She said, "Oh my God." She was keeping trying to shit. She told her the story about her trying to fit into a smaller size. She
Yeah.
said that, and the lady said, "No. Here's some double H's and shit." You know, it was funny as hell. That was the funniest shit I ever heard.
It's true.
Man. She
But
got
that's
some
true.
big chunks, man. She got
But
some chunks.
but okay,
Yes,
fellas,
sir.
since we're talking about that, the average size I remember was always a C cup. Everybody was in a C cup. Listen, I have 5 sisters in the home plus my mother, so it wasn't nothing for me to find a bra hanging in the bathroom on the back of the hook when I went in there. So you know, and I used to look at the size. Oh, C, D. You know what I'm saying? Now,
You sure you didn't put one of them over your head to see if it'll fit the cover of your head?
nah, man, my father would have slapped shit out of me if he'd have caught me doing that.
Yeah, bro.
So that's just one, but that's just one part. So most women would not know the whole. They don't get measured all the way around. So when you got the numbers is from the front to the back.
And
That's
then
why
you
they
got
have
the
to
cup
have it. The
size.
numbers, right?
Yeah.
The cup size is the
It's
titties.
different.
Is that's why you could just if they bigger than these hands right here, the motherfuckers is they right. You in the double D's right now. You if I can't at least go crazy.
I don't want to think about this shit.
And you palm a
Y'all making this
basketball.
worse.
Right.
And you
Lord have
palm a
mercy.
basketball.
Listen, double D's
If you
is
can't palm a
this.
basketball, you a C.
But I've known women that had double G's, women that had double
Nigga, what?
H's.
There's a such thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There's a double G, nigga.
man.
What?
Listen,
Double H. That
There's
shit,
some
that shit
triple
go
G's
on.
but
around
then
here,
you would
man.
have another. So you would have like, especially if you have big girls with small titties, right? That's why the number is very important, because the titties is probably a C, but they got so much back where it you know what I'm saying? It'd be like it's a 42 C. What the fuck?
God damn. How you supposed to walk?
We
Yo,
gotta
how you
clip this
supposed to
whole
walk
thing
with
about
that,
us
bro?
talking about titties, man. That shit is great.
How you supposed to
Oh
walk
my
with that, nigga?
God.
A double G? How do you walk? You
It
can't
hurts their
walk.
back.
Back
It hurts their back.
problems. They
Yeah,
have back problems.
Jesus
Yeah, a lot of them
Christ.
have to get breast reductions.
And don't have double G's and you knock needed. Damn.
Oh,
You
I know
just-
somebody that was like that.
Yeah, that's not a comfortable. You just uncomfortable for the rest of your life. You know, it's
Hey man, I had my
crazy.
HR violation because it was a sister when I was working. She came up to me and she had some nice juicy ass titties.
She talking to you and you talking to her breast.
Hold on, Pay.
Hold on,
Hold
you
on,
better
Pay.
look. Hold on, wait.
See, this is the thing about Pay.
You better look left and right first before you explain this conversation, sir.
Wait, but
Pay.
Pay make you want to see him. You be like, do you still know her? Because I need to see. Because he be like,
I
he
actually I
so
do still
juicy
know her.
and
I still do know her.
Let's take a picture so we can see.
He's so animated with it.
So what I'm saying is they were like, and she was still trying to get promoted, right? She said, well, you know, and I broke every HR rule in the book. She said, dude, you think I should get a reduction and shit? I said, listen, man. I said, you still trying to get promoted? I said, you keep them motherfuckers right there. And
you ain't gonna have no problem.
Said, you want to get promoted, you walk into that office with them motherfuckers hanging there, and you're gonna get all the jobs you want.
Hell yeah, you better show that cleavage. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? I said, man, you know what? I'm just trying to tell you. Don't listen. When you retire, you can get them shits reduced when you want to, you know. But right now, just hang with them motherfuckers, man. Just stop.
Tigo bitties.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, what about small breasts? Is there a problem with small breasts?
Absolutely.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Because you know what? You know what I noticed when women got, you know, not so big breasted, but they got them hips and ass. So I appreciate it.
Nah, but you know what you find out with small breast women? That it's the nipples that count.
Yes.
That's all it is.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying about that.
What is going pain, man? You better be careful.
I have saw
she
some
might be waiting
horrific
behind
nipples.
that wall, bro.
I ain't gonna even lie.
He gonna get off of here and she gonna smack him like the dude from the Tyler Perry.
How you think he got married, man?
Everything was steaming
They
and
got
everything was
monitors
juicy.
all through the house. He know where she at. He looking right at the monitor. She,
Yeah, no doubt about it. She ain't even in earshot. She's sleeping big time and shit, man.
You think she's sleeping? She gonna hit.
Nah,
she
man,
gonna hit
I
your
don't
ass
worry
with a
about the
pan in
wife,
the morning
man.
time.
But you know what? I'm mad. We were going together, I was on the beach with her. She gave me the binoculars. She said, "Here, motherfucker, you can look, but that's about it." Yeah, I said, "Okay, you're
a real woman right there.
You're a
Real woman.
You're a keeper.
Real woman.
Since you insist.
Exactly. Oh, I took the binoculars. No
Man,
doubt
my wife
about it.
she used to send me those big old nice little buns. Man, she'd be like, "Look at this." I'll be like, it threw me off.
Okay, since we're on that conversation, I told some of you guys this before. Me and my wife had she was going to tell me the previous partner fucking conversation when we were like courting. And I stopped her. I just said, listen, I don't want to hear none of this shit you're going to get ready to tell me. I just knew she was going to try to go give me like this fucking mea culpa of what she did and all that when she was in college. I don't want to know. I said, the only thing I want you to understand is every fucking thing you learned, I better get the benefits of that shit while we're there. That's all I care about. Don't give me none of this. So, you know, if you're a freak, I need this shit, you know, just like everybody else, motherfucker. That's it. That's it, man. You know,
I don't care how you learn how to make the sandwich as long as I eat.
As long as I eat, yeah.
That's right.
I don't care where you got them skills from, long as I benefit from it. Yeah, yeah.
Girl,
absolutely.
China, man. Don't give me no bullshit. Don't be like, no. If you know how to lean into that motherfucker, lean into it. Goddamn.
Let them
So-
tell their story. They'll be able to tell us. And the first time I made love,
but
I was ravished
he's great.
endlessly, night after night.
He look like he really in the play though.
His name was Nigel.
His name was Nigel.
But they ain't this
Nigel St. Jacques.
ain't this the dynamic that we in right now? Our pain took it, approached it the right way, and that's the way I was. Like, I don't need to know about who you was with before me because none of that matters to me. Just know that I want to know if your ass is clean, and then ain't nobody go come up to me or to you just disrespecting me in that capacity.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And think about it. When you meet, especially, okay, think about it. You
I just
18,
talked about
19,
that,
20,
didn't I?
yeah. But when you 45, 50, and if you see a woman and she's attractive, you should already assume that guys find her attractive too outside of you. It's not necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Her past matters in the sense if it's going to come back to haunt you health-wise and haunt you as far as somebody just trying to disrespect you, and she's sort of, he just, no, don't make no excuse for no nigga outside of me. That's the way I feel. I don't give a damn what y'all think.
Once you start trying to justify that shit, it's
See,
about to
that's
be
where the
problems.
problem is. But this is the space that we are now. Everybody's so caught up in it. Oh, the body count. Yeah, but dudes got body counts too, because they the one putting these women in this situation.
Oh, no doubt.
Nah,
No
they
doubt.
be knowing. Man, you listen. A lot of these dudes be knowing they chick got a motherfucking high ass count, nigga. They you can fucking drive a '96 Impala and do burnouts in that motherfucker. Y'all be knowing, like on some shit. Y'all be knowing, nigga. Y'all be knowing. Y'all be knowing as soon as that bitch slide in super quick and easy. You like,
Right.
hold up, wait a minute.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold on, nigga. You know.
How many hours has it been?
Nigga, you know. Like yo. Man, listen. The one thing I cannot do.
I think the difference now is that you just got too many women. They don't understand what their power is when it comes down to like the silhouette of a woman, man. I'm telling you, one of the things that guys, and I gotta say this, man, dudes be capping like so they cap so goddamn much on this fucking internet though, bro. Women, whether they're big girls, small girls, skinny girls, whether they light, dark, they got freckles, they got moles, no matter what. Once a dude get close to you and he starts seeing, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna start finding ways to qualify you to be with us. This is why I don't think it matters a lot to guys with women as long as it goes to what Ferg was just saying. She's clean. She's not going to embarrass me. She has femininity. You know what I'm saying? And she likes me. At the end of the day, it is not that hard for us to connect to a woman.
JT.
Well, you'll figure it out, but you have to figure it out when you know, it's trial. It's by trial. You know, that's the whole thing.
You said earlier that sometimes even with all the vetting that you do, sometimes you don't find out half that stuff until after you get married or you've been with them for a while, and then that's when you start seeing the. Because
Scorch, it's not just traditional. You got to make sure it's not just transaction.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
It's not transaction.
You're right.
When a woman loves you, man, you know, it's not tit for tat or not fuck love. If she wants you, it's not tit for tat. Like, you don't get to ask just because you gave me something. I like you. I want to be in the bed with you. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you need.
The OG term for this, gang, I'm gonna say it like this. Commandment number 1. Okay? Find a woman who likes you more than you like her.
Mm-hmm.
Problem solved.
You know what the problem with that is? The women tell other women the same thing. So that's the reason why we're in the situation we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? You should find a man that loves you more than you love him.
His name is Nigel.
If you find a woman that you find a woman who likes you more, likes you more than you like her, problem is solved. That woman that actually like you more.
What happens when they don't like you no more?
No, that's the woman that don't like. They didn't like you really at the beginning. She's a contract chick.
Please
That ain't the
quit
chick you
saying
want.
that. Oh my God.
You don't want the contract chick, okay? You don't want the chick where she say,
Yeah,
well, you
but
got
see,
to
the
make a
thing
certain
is, you
amount of
may
money.
already got hooked up with her because of the fact that the contract wasn't expired yet.
What's up, RBN,
Nope,
man? What's
nope,
popping with you,
nope,
bro?
nope. Trust me. You know when a woman like you more than you like her. Trust. She goes beyond and everything. She listens to you and all that shit. The signs is right there. That conversation that dude was talking about, that we was talking about. Well, yo, we sat down, had a long conversation, asked real questions. Pain expressed, yo. I would say I told her I didn't want to hear none of that shit of what he did. All that type of conversation. That is a woman that like you more than you like her. Now the other chick that you're talking about, the one where you don't find out who she really is until after, that's a chick who basically she liked you, but she didn't really,
She didn't
she
like
didn't
me
really
like
like
that.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
if
gave
you
you
was,
signs. She
yeah,
gave you
yeah,
signs. You didn't pay
yeah,
attention.
bro.
I think one of the things that we lose is that we're more spiritual than we give ourselves credit for.
Absolutely.
If you have a
Absolutely.
chick, man, that you are vetting, you got to forget about all the shit, the earthly shit that's there. You got to really feel where she's coming from. I mean, you might not be 100% right, but I mean, the way a woman moves, man, should give you clues. You know, and when I'm saying I don't give a shit, this shit is timeless. I don't give a shit what age you is. The only difference now is that you got to go through more women to find that.
Absolutely.
There's still something like that out there. I didn't have to go through 1,000 women to find the wife I had. But here's I'm gonna land on this. When I found my wife, I had stopped fucking random chicks for at least 6 to 9 months. So I was ready to recognize her when I seen her. And I don't
Man,
think
your
a lot
wife
of
was
guys
standing
think
next
that
to you when you parted the Red Sea. What the hell are you talking about, R-Pain?
I had the staff, motherfucker. I had the staff. You know what I'm saying? I had the staff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's serious. I don't think that shit has anything to do with how old I am. I'm saying if you're young, you could apply that same shit right now. That's all I believe. Some people will disagree
Well,
with me, but
nah,
I
you
believe
right.
that.
No,
No,
you
you
right.
you got a point.
When I met mine, I was 2 years. I separated 2013. 2015 is when I met my first wife.
I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you what short circuits a lot of guys, man. What short circuits a lot of guys is that they make a selection based upon what they want. You know what I'm saying? They don't really allow the woman to tell you who she is. He already made it up in his mind that this the woman I want. And he'll start overlooking all those red flags and all the BS just to be with who he wants. You know what I'm saying? Instead of her telling her who she is and saying, you know what I got going on matches up with that. Yeah, let's be together. You know? And until you become aware of what you like and aware of what you need, you ain't gonna be able to make no selection. You're gonna be going through millions and millions and millions of women. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find that one. But the thing about it is, once you know who you are and what you need, regardless of what's put in front of you, you're not gonna eat it. You know, so you ever seen a trained German Shepherd? You know what I'm saying? And they'll train them to sit them to move, and you can put all kind of food and distractions in front of them. But until his control and his handler say, okay, now you can eat, you're gonna have to learn how to treat yourself the same way. You're gonna have to have some type of discipline, you know, and say, hey, I don't care how fine she is, I'm not gonna eat because she's not offering me what I need. And that's where
Well,
the discipline parts comes in.
that's the difference between a male and a man, though. That's the
Right. But a
difference.
lot of guys ain't trained like that though, man.
Nah, they not, cause
But lost in translation.
they raised with their mama's titty milk. That's what it is. Like straight up, like they know. you
It's
see
not
it
just
every day,
it's
bro.
not just that, but lost in translation. I understand how he speaks from a tradition of being trained and raised by a man. See, so when he speaks, he's speaking from, he understands that because it was throughout his lineage. Most of these, and not all, but look at our numbers. If they say 80% of us are born out of wedlock, how long has that number been true? Maybe about 20, 25 years?
Something like that,
So
yeah.
most of these young, so most of these young boys, if they raised by this type of environment, then who's going to teach them about having sexual discipline? None, because they see ass and titties all day. They see it running in and out of the house. Mama's friends, they squatting down, they twerking in front of. That shit is a turn on for a 14, 12-year-old who Johnson get hard every time the wind blow.
That shit is changing, bro.
But when you at that age, you can be watching football and you look down like, God damn, what happened?
That shit is changing.
But
That shit is changing.
But what I'm saying right now is there. And women, they have no problem. Listen, our population we have 11 more million of us in the country than we did 20 years ago. But our marriage rate has damn near dwindled to zero, but we got 20 million more of us. How in the hell is that happening if we ain't getting together? It's a whole lot of breaking. And I'm talking about African Americans. I ain't talking about other races. I'm talking about us. Our population is up by 11 million of us. We doing a whole lot of sexing, but we ain't doing a whole lot of building foundational, generational relationships that can turn into generational wealth. So
we just bringing motherfuckers in and saying, "Hey, you on your own."
Yeah,
pretty much.
Welcome to the world.
Welcome
to the world. This shit painful.
I don't even think that.
You've all that you had the greatest of men have had. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out.
Figure it out. I had to.
As I always said, people don't honor or respect the institution of marriage anymore. Period. We'll do everything else other than be married. And if we are married, we'll do everything else but stay married.
Well, that's because we weren't determined the purpose and the function of it and the benefits of it.
Yeah.
All we see is the devastation of what happens after it, but we don't understand the reason why you do it. If you sit down and you explain to people the reason why it's beneficial, then they would treat it a whole lot differently than how they've been treating it.
Yeah, they look at it as if it's something that it's like it's a disease or something that you catch. Like I caught marriage.
That's how I look. That's how I was looking right now. I mean, for real, like it ain't just the women, bro. It's dudes out here too. It's a lot of dudes out here for real. Let's be honest, who don't like flexing the fact that they are married, which I personally think is some bullshit. Because that's a flex. I think it's some absolute bullshit.
I agree.
Like, yo, you married, yo, be proud of that shit, yo. Oh, you married for 19 years? Salute to that. So now you trying to pretend like you young again. Nigga, you sound stupid. Nah.
Hey, listen, part of my sign tag on my videos is unapologetic married men. I don't apologize for that shit.
Not at all.
You know,
I'll say this, R-Pain, and I'm someone who's actually separated, but one thing that I always sit up there and tell anybody, they be like, well, why are you still sticking around? And it's this right here, Lit, you said it. It's honoring the covenant of what God created and understanding what it is that I did when I made the decision a second time to say I do.
Yeah.
And see, here's where I think the strongness of a male and the weakness of a male and the strongness of a man that's married. How are you going to stand? Are you willing to stand on God's word despite whatever trials and tribulations your marriage may be going through?
Mm-hmm.
Because see, we always sit up there and we keep pointing the finger at us. But when you look at us, sometimes, especially when you listen to a lot of these discussions on the panels or whatnot, you don't wisdom, our pain, full of it. Yeah, we clown around with him or whatnot. But whenever I hear him and Mr. Bennett talk, I listen.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have knowledge that I haven't that I haven't experienced yet. Even in the marriage, you know what I'm saying? See, so therefore, it's good to see men like that stand up and they stand on that on the institution of marriage, because honestly, them are gonna be the ones, they're the trendsetters. They're the ones that's leaving a legacy towards us for us to carry on. And every time that a problem happens, we can't be like, because we already know who said it. Somebody said it earlier. Men have emotions, but we shouldn't be emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and it's
We shouldn't be led with our emotions, no doubt.
yeah, you know, because think about it. Every time we led by our emotions, we screw up.
We'll tell everybody. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you right now. I have fucked every holiday up in the year being emotional. Christmas, birthday. I done fucked up
Hey,
Thanksgiving.
what you got?
I
What
done,
you got planned for
I
St.
done
Patrick's
fucked
Day?
every goddamn holiday up being emotional. You know, and you're right. It's not good. It's not conducive to the growth of a family when you don't practice stoicism. You have to do it, and it really, the older as men, the older we get, and it looks way more goofier on us being in our 40s and 50s out here and being led with our fucking emotions. Some shit we just don't have to address verbally. It just don't have
Mm-mm.
to happen, bro. That's where our power is, because one of the things I learned from not only women but from just my kids, I would sit there and listen to you, and you're trying to look and see if you can get something out of me because you don't see any emotions that's coming out. You probably see me raise my eyebrows a little bit because I'm taking in what you're saying. But then it gets to a point where they say, well, shit, at some point, the women, they would sit back and say, say something, because they don't know where you're at right now. They don't understand where it is, what you're thinking. They don't know if you're going to come in on them or not. And then when you learn how to use your words with people, man, it just works, man, especially with your mate. They know that you're upset by the words that you use. You don't have to be emotional for them to understand that they fucked up. Your words would be way more powerful than your emotions when it comes down to your women and your children. That's just what it is. What a lot of men don't understand is that we don't have to be always at a point where we have to raise our voice in order to be heard. Sometimes our silence speaks for itself.
Yep.
True. Hey, let me, JT. Another thing, another point. You know, you'll find a lot of the modern women want men. They use the buzzword emotionally intelligent. Let me know your vulnerabilities and shit like
And
that.
that's bullshit.
Now, some of it, they try to sound sincere, but it's a trap. You got to be. First of all, you can't do
Absolutely.
that just with a girlfriend, and even with your wife. You can't let her know the shit that you have. Not everything, right? Unless your world is falling apart, she don't need the shit that you're gonna solve anyway. She don't need to know that shit,
Yeah,
right?
because when she get mad, she definitely gonna throw it up in your face.
Yeah, you don't need to. And when I hear women say that, they try to. I don't know if they're being sincere or not, but most guys are telling us you got to be very careful. Even with your closest wife, she could be great, but you
Mhm.
can't be showing her a lot of vulnerability. On just, I mean, you got to be very like somebody died in the family that you were close to.
Nah, bro.
Mhm.
That
Don't
kind
no
of stuff.
woman
But
want
just
no.
the regular shit that you should solve. Shit, man, half the shit that I had to go through on my 36 years of being married, my wife doesn't have a fucking clue.
Mhm.
Not a
So
clue.
so here, so here's the thing, and I see this too. When this is the I always say, if you want to if you want an emotional dude, to go find a bitch. Point blank. Oh, because that's all you gonna get. Like dudes that love to be, oh, I'm short on bills. What am I gonna do?
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, I have my job ready to be fired. Yo, believe it or not, that shit might be, oh, baby, it's okay for a moment. But in the back of their minds, they sitting there talking to their friends, telling their friends, man, this nigga weak as hell, bro. That shit is not sexy at all. This nigga complaining too much. Whoa, wait, hold up.
Mhm.
Why? How is he complaining when you asked him to tell you about his job and shit? You asked him, he gave you the
Mhm.
answer. Now you want to complain a bitch about it. They lied to them. Listen, they lied to themselves, dog. Even when they
No doubt,
asked for the
man.
truth. So I would recommend men not move based on their feelings, Lord, especially your woman feelings. It's a test. If she sit there and say, "Yo, baby, you just work too much," well, go find a broke nigga, cause I ain't that dude.
Mhm.
Go find that nigga. If you want a broke nigga, you want that nigga to be up under you. Go find him. I ain't that dude. I will step out, step to the side, and let you go and go handle your business. But I promise you, that's gonna be your biggest regret.
So, Trucker, that was the thing what I was saying about when we were talking about this whole thing with counseling and things like that. And one of the things that we have to understand is that the elephant in the room in relationships are anxiety. With men, the last thing that you want to do is to raise your woman's anxiety. Think about this. When a woman is very comfortable with you, she starts getting sleepy. They can sleep all fucking day when they're around your ass. When they ain't around your ass, they up doing shit. They out there fixing other people's house up, and they just try to find shit to do. But when they are so comfortable with you, when they don't have that anxiety, man, they ass just go to sleep. You be sitting there talking to them, they ass be sleep. I used to take offense to that shit until I understood. I said, damn, this is what happens with women when they are comfortable with a man. When that man is he lowered her anxiety. Women instantly have anxiety. Your anxiety raises, her anxiety lowers.
Nigga, I ain't even go
I'm
front,
living
yo. I be getting frustrated, nigga. I be getting home and I be like, yo, wake your ass. Nah, nigga, you not about to go to sleep when I get home. Nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. No, wake y'all asses up. Nigga. Every time I come home, we chilling, we having a good time. Then y'all niggas go to sleep. Nah, wake y'all asses up. Nah.
You be watching a
Yeah,
movie,
I
all
get
of a
it.
sudden they sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
They
yeah.
get
there right now.
It's just true as that's just
That's
really
that
true,
is
Jay.
real.
True.
That's real.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm living it right now. My
Yeah.
wife, shit, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I look over. I'm like, what? I'll just be talking to her, and all of a sudden, if I pause and do what, I look over. I'm like, yo, I was just, you sleep, and she'll sleep all through the night.
Oh
Right.
my
8
God.
o'clock, it's
Baby, I'm
over.
up.
Get
Baby,
into
I'm
an
up.
argument. Get
Baby,
into an
I'm up.
argument and see how much her ass is sleeping there.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
Trey.
I'll be
sleep.
out here till 2 or 3.
No.
Hey, Trucker, man.
Hey, Trey,
And
she can
Trucker,
sleep
and
good
Trey
because
Bird,
daddy's
one of the
home.
things
You
that
know
we
what I'm
don't
saying? She ain't got to
do,
worry about nothing.
we don't have to say it out loud, man. That shit is a testament that we fucking take the burdens of the world off their shoulders.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it's just true. We don't have to say it out loud,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's what that is.
Yeah.
That
Until
is
they start listening to their stupid ass girlfriends and family members that ain't happy with their own damn
That's
life.
why they're not invited to the house. Go to sleep.
Anxiety,
Yeah.
again, anxiety is high. Just all you
Yeah.
have to do is observe women when they're around each other. They keep talking. That's what they
Yes.
keep doing. They talk
Like some goddamn
and they,
cackling hens.
yeah, because
So
anxiety is very high, especially if you got women that's talking about their household. You got women, even when you got women that's talking about how good their household is, it makes the other women have more anxiety because they might have
They ain't got it.
envy towards the life, right? The life that they have, and that's what they're trying to go for. But when they're around us as men, I'm telling you, once they comfortable with you, bro, you would see, and the shit is so funny because you be like, when I first met you, your ass was doing all kind of shit. We done got comfortable and comment with each other. Every time you sit down, your ass sleeping. You sleepy and chilly.
Man, you think you about to go in there and chit chat?
Blanket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You sleeping chilly. You always
nigga,
got a damn blanket on your
every
legs.
time, dog. You be
Could you get
walking
my
in
blanket?
walking to the bedroom and turn around and be like,
Get
yeah, I
swaddled
get
up
it,
like a
dog.
little baby. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, I'm up. I was up, baby. I was listening. No, your ass was asleep. It's
Right.
okay. Go to sleep, nigga. Don't sit there.
Snoring
Don't
like a
go to sleep.
motherfucker. Talking about some, I'm listening.
Man, could you imagine if men use their emotions like women use theirs?
Oh,
you can come into the house crying and be like, oh my God.
Oh man.
Honey.
My boss did this shit.
Right.
She'd be like, the boss, what is wrong? I feel like
they against me. Everybody at the job is against me.
We haven't had sex in 3 months, and I feel like I'm gonna cheat on you, and I don't want to cheat on you. I feel so bad.
But they get, and then once you want a woman that once she gets used to it, that she doesn't take advantage of,
right?
You know, of you being that it's like I don't know how to even fucking explain it, man. It's kind of like being a fucking rockwaller / alligator / you just, when she tells you a problem, you know how to deal with it and navigate through it. Not that you're trying to solve it, because that can bring the anxiety up too. You're always trying to solve shit. But when you can
Yeah,
work with them
I've been
through it,
told
man.
that.
Yeah, when you can work with them through it, and it is true, because I'm one of those dudes. I'm guilty of it. I try to immediately fix it and shit like that. But I had to learn that sometimes you have to work through it with them. Let them know that we working through it together, or whatever the fuck it is, because it's again, somebody already said it. It's more of a spiritual thing than anything else, man. That's what you're trying to do. So when you dating somebody, it's kind of like seeing if that person can actually live in the same house, and y'all can at least get along with each other, to be honest with each other, to be able to work, problems out with each other. It's a lot of things that you do, because it turns into family. This is why with men, once we start, having, wives, ex-wives and shit like that, we are mad at them. And a lot of times comes from because we built something together and your ass just single-handedly tore it down
Effed it up.
because of how you felt.
Yep.
That's a disappointment to us. So
Ooh,
with men
that's
that don't
rough.
really care about women like that, it's easy for them to just walk away. You know what I'm saying? It's real easy because they're not allowing themselves to be in vulnerability. When you are with a woman, nigga, you automatically, and you like her, is it. You automatically vulnerable to her. A lot of people don't understand this too. Laughter is vulnerability also.
Yeah.
So when you can balance it all out, that's the dopest thing in the world. So being in a relationship and being able to balance it out in a relationship and work it out with that woman that you with, man, that's you're gonna be a R-Pan, you're gonna be a Trey Ferg, you're gonna be, a lot of these guys that's married, because it's not an easy thing to do until you do it enough, where it's kind of like we're just conjoined together. It just never, it's never going to get to a point where it's just, you're going to always just be in blitz, because somebody got to die. This is where
That's
children
what it's
come in
all
play.
about. It's about selflessness, not selfish, but selflessness.
Yes.
Right.
When it comes to a marriage, I mean, both of you got to go in with the thinking that, how can I serve him? How can I serve her? And
Yeah,
as
because
men, as husbands, we're really the teachers. We're the leaders. We're the head. And it's the reason, to put it spiritually, it's the reason why Jesus, the word says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church, giving himself up. When you really put it into perspective on how what that word is saying, basically, when you say you do as a husband, you basically telling that woman, I'm willing to die for you. Because that's what Jesus did for us. When we turned our back on him, did all the sinning and everything else, how many times we done lied to him, and he's still standing there with arms wide open saying, come back, come home. And that's how we have to be as husbands. I know that when you really sit back and look at it, man, that's a hell of a ultimate giving up of yourself. That's the ultimate thing that you can do, is when you're willing to give your own life up for someone who's not deserving of it. And that's, as husbands, that's what we take on. So, and I think that's really what it comes down to when it comes down. People don't understand the vows.
Yeah.
They take these vows and they just run with it, not understanding. Do you know what you just made a vow to? Do you know whom you made it to? And then let's take it to a step further. The witnesses. Have you ever sat back and really listened to what they say when they doing the proceeding of the nuptials and all that? When you really listen to that, everybody that's in that procession, that's the community. That's the ones that's supposed to keep you together.
Yes.
But you don't see that. one of the other gets mad or whatever the case may be. Oh yeah, just leave them, girl, or whatever the case may be. It's like we promote separation, we promote divorce, and then we wonder why our families and our children are the way that it is, because that foundation is no longer present. Hell, you can't even go to the church house no more and see it.
Yeah.
Starts with the man first.
And understand this also. We're in a sphere on a lineage standpoint of pleasure and pain. Pleasure is everything we keep hoping for. However, pain, we're always closer to. And what do we do with pain? We run from pain. But where do we run to? We run to pleasure. This is why people can drink, smoke, do anything to alter the mind, because it gives them a false sense of security, right? There's no way that you can run from pain into the bosoms of pleasure. That's not how this goes. It's a balance of both.
Pain is inevitable.
So when you in a marriage, a lot of people get married because they think about the pleasurable things in the marriage, and they have no idea of the pain that goes with the marriage too. So any first sign of them feeling pain in a marriage is the first sign of them getting ready to pack their bags so they can get the fuck on, because they don't like the uncomfortableness of what pain is. They don't understand that pain is necessary also, just like pleasure is also. But if everything is right, so if everything is about us, everything is pleasurable, right? Then we're gonna always be, upset. We're gonna always be pissed off because we're not opening our minds, reading, especially if we're gonna read something that's close to spiritual, such as the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, whatever it is. These things are what can open your mind. Also understanding what language. If we all speak English, start understanding what the origin of words are, because words are powerful. Very powerful. And a lot of times we have no idea of the language that we're speaking. That's why when we have these conversations, sometimes people be missing each other because they don't actually understand the language that the other person is bringing, right? Or the message that they're trying to get. And then you will see people, and this is what I really like about what we're doing now on these platforms, because we can open each other's minds now, right? I hate being in a space where everybody agrees with each other because nobody wants to disagree. Like they're purposely not disagreeing with a person. Person say something that 90% of the people in the room hear and they see that shit wrong as fuck of what they saying, and they won't say shit. Now we're at a point where you get around some intelligent people, they ain't gonna let that shit slide. You're gonna be upset when you get over here. It's weird now. Do y'all understand that we are talking to other people? Like, internet is one planet, and then you have when you're not in the internet. Those people they are in the world that we are actually from, but the internet is the world that we're at now. And when you get somebody that's not used to being on these panels come out here and start talking, you will see how out of they be out of the whole round, because they over talk you, they talk loud to you. It's a whole lot of things, a lot of etiquette that we have now that we are all building now that they have no idea on. So Mr. Payne, he'll be sitting there talking. It'll be somebody brand spanking new just getting on these panels. They pissed off because he says something that they don't like. The first thing they want to do is go to talking shit about him or telling him, what they say? Right. or these things called dog. I didn't even know what a fucking ad. I ain't gonna even lie. I didn't know what an ad hominem was till probably about 3 years ago. Right. I had no idea of what the fuck an ad hominem was.
You just knew you didn't like it when
I just
it
knew,
up.
right. I just knew that it was like that. So we're definitely learning from each other. In a relationship, man and woman, it's the same way. If you're just getting together, you have to learn how to have a language that each other is actually being able to understand each other, because people miss each other every time because they don't understand words. They don't understand origin of words. They don't understand intent.
So
they don't understand these things, man. So
So let me ask you a question, JT, in the panel, real quick, for all of you guys. Have you find yourself reflecting on your younger days by being on these panels and listening to other people?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. When that happens to me, I'm saying, man, you know, to me, it's just a blessing because some of the stuff I'm hearing on this panel, I don't know where I got it from when I was in my younger years. When I told my wife, a fiance then, listen, I don't need another girlfriend. You know, are we going to do something about, you know, this relationship moving forward to build something? You know, I didn't ask her to marry me then, but I said, listen, I just don't need another girlfriend.
Yeah.
I said that early on. We might have been on the first, you know, dinner together or something. And you know, I think we went from, and I'm gonna land on this. We went from like kind of dating. We didn't really have a date because the very first time I picked her up, I met her parents.
Oh no, that was.
And I had to go ring the bell. I had to go ring
ring
the bell again.
That was a real. That was the real dating. I call that real dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
a long time ago too.
Yep. Because I've been.
We had
man,
battles,
wow.
man.
I had to kill a woolly mammoth to go see her. I had to kill a woolly mammoth.
Nah.
And then I had to
Payne floated to the damn steps with his cane and shit.
Man, we
They
fought
had the
different
staff.
battles, man. Hey,
I
we fought
come
different battles,
to
man. We was
see
like, listen,
but
we
if
was
you
like
wanna be
Mario.
honest,
We had
though-
to go through a whole entire world, you know, killing other creatures, and then all of a sudden we had to go up against Bowser and beat him up. Now all these dudes go around behind the back and be like, in the DM stuff, Princess, can you come outside?
Right, what that
Man,
mouth do?
I got that bleezy in there drink. You bring
they
them.
scared to knock on the door. You know what I'm saying? They
Yes.
ain't got no.
They pull up in the car. They don't blow it. Listen, you can bring one of them bleezies and some of that drink that they like. I mean, you good, man.
You
Next thing you know, they busting it wide open. I mean, busting it wide open. You ain't just getting it in. They done already. Oh my God, it's nasty.
Trey, it
Shout
is
out to
this.
my
This how
people,
bad it
man.
is. The way that guys could talk to girls, literally, is this. This is how they come up. Y'all want to smoke?
Oh man, I used to see that shit all. Nigga, I used to see that all the time, nigga. I used to look at the dudes like, I know you ain't had the balls. I know she ain't just had the balls.
Yes.
Mama
Or
for a
the girl
cigarette.
would come. The
Nigga,
girl would come and
what?
say, "What she say?
Hey,
Can I
you know
smoke
my
with y'all?
grandma.
Can I smoke with y'all?"
Exactly.
That's how
Man,
it's been dumbed down that far, man. Damn.
Then you look up, they running a train on them.
It's going. Passing her around like the collection plate. No doubt about it, bro. No doubt. All right, man. We done got to the 3.5 mark. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. Put this in here. Put it for the books. I appreciate everybody for coming on the panel. Let me give my shout outs to everybody that came and supported us today on the Black Man Unfiltered Network. What We Know podcast. We had my girl Lady Navoy. She came back and supported like she always do. Information Man, thank you, bro. My man Clement Scorched the Earth is in the building on the panel. We had who else we had in here? Kay Williams, man. Love your perspective, brother. Love your perspective. My girl, Embrace the Grace. Y'all got me confused. Would she say confused?
I'm confused.
Von Bryant, man. Thank you. Another super mod up in here doing his thing, man. I appreciate him. Torrance Moore, what's going on, bro? I appreciate you for coming on the show. We had yeah, it is what it is, aka that's my boy
Hassan.
right there, Hassan. He got his go, man. That's what we have to do too. I got Hassan. If you still listening, man, drop your link, bro. Drop your link. I'm gonna have to make sure that I got your link over here also. Most definitely. He supports a lot of people too, man, and he has his own platform also that he's out here rocking hard with, man. Lou Med. That's my man. Dragonfly Jones' cousin. Thank you for coming. Blaze, McCoy. Man, we had a full house over here, man. We had a lot of people come over here to support us, bro. I appreciate everybody that's on here, and especially, oh yeah, Antoine most definitely came there and dropped some dimes over here. He had to go take care of the wife. The RBN Bravado Network, man. That's my dude. I'm glad you came over here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bravado. Oh, well, yeah. What you say? Most definitely. He out there doing this thing too, man. I'm gonna have to have these doggone links, man, on tap, bro, because these are people that's out here doing the same thing, man, out here getting this great content out. And especially my girl, Beautifully Animated Speaks, BAS. Love you, girl. Love you, love you, love you. He said, "What? I think you was saying. I don't know what I said. BAS. I have no idea, love. But yeah, man. I thank you guys for coming. Tomorrow, don't forget the Dr. Nukumbe, and the Coach K, will be doing their job. Hey, Arpane, do you remember? Y'all know what time they're gonna be on tomorrow? Is it at 8 Central?
Not 8 o'clock. Yeah.
8 o'clock Central.
Yeah.
8 o'clock Central.
My milk magnesia is gonna be on tomorrow.
Yeah, get your mind right.
Yeah.
Get your mind right.
My
Macadamia be on one, man. He get the talking and carrying on, man. That cat, man, he had me busting up last week.
Who, Doc?
Yeah, man.
Man, Doc will be throwing wigs on. He be putting hospital gowns on. Doc, I love that dude, man. Very animated brother, man, and a very cool brother also, man.
He be
Miss
clowning the hell
Watchman,
out of
I'm
this
glad you
patient, bro.
came here. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming over. And then Friday, y'all already know what it is. It is the barbershop.
Yes.
We got the barbershop.
I'm boycotting the barbershop.
Why are you boycotting the barbershop, bro?
The BMU don't never let me on.
What?
Black man don't never let me on, man.
Did he didn't shoot you the link last time?
He don't never shoot me the goddamn email.
We gonna get you. We gonna get you on there.
To his goddamn his butt, black predator looking self. Shoot.
We gonna get you on, bro. Most definitely. One of us gonna shoot you the link, bro. Most definitely. You come up in there, we gonna definitely shoot you the link, man. We got. Do anybody know the title of it tomorrow? For Friday, the title.
Dang, I saw it earlier too. I forgot what it was.
Let me see.
Of course, it was talking mess about us as usual.
Most definitely. I can't find it right now, but we definitely be rocking. It'll be 8:30 Central and 9:30 Eastern. You have all the brothers there. Saturday, we do have that's my girl. She was on there yesterday, man. Miss Jenny.
It's black men are narcissists and misogynists, I think.
Yeah.
What?
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Black men are for Friday for barbershop. Would you say, are they narcissists? And
yeah, black men are narcissists and misogynists. I mean, are they, kind of thing. So
yeah.
JT.
You know how black man.
Hey, you gonna have to send me a link for that one, because I'm coming up with golden gloves.
Hey, you know Bolo TV?
Yeah, hell yeah. You fuck with us?
I want to. Hey, after Friday nights, after BMU show, Bolo TV hosts he called it Testimony Friday. Friday nights.
Okay.
It starts like right after BMU show.
Okay.
Man, it's awesome. So
we're gonna have to testify after that show. Then we're gonna have to go over there and
check it out,
Bolo
man.
TV.
Bolo TV, man.
Absolutely, man. We definitely mess with Bud. He come over here every once in a while, man. It's been a minute since he's been over here, but yeah, absolutely. Embrace the Grace. Great show. Hey, thank you, sweetie pie.
I'm confused.
You got me confused. Yeah.
Embrace the Grace.
Miss Watchman, I know, but hey, you can come up on a lot of these. This is not an all-man panel to the ladies. This is not barbershop. This is the What We Know Wednesday. So you can come up and give your perspective also. What's going on, Poppy Blanco? My man, hey, yo. Yes, sir. It's all good over here, bro. And yeah, so again, Saturday, Miss Jenny, she's going to be giving, she does it once a month. And yesterday, man, she had me roll.
I'm a PhD. He was on fire, man.
Yeah, she was on one yesterday.
She said, put them in jail is too barbaric.
Yeah.
She said, but you know, I think beatings and
What she said,
keeping them in jail are too barbaric, but we can beat them up.
We can beat the shit out of them right quick.
We can beat them, we can put them to death.
And then just call it a day.
Get the 40 lashes and go about your day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And it's funny because I ain't gonna even lie. Jenny is a beast when it comes down to having those conversations. I have seen her on Chaotic Truth's channel. I've seen her on This Might Be Risky. And when she go there, as soon as she get to talking, man, I'm telling you, people think she gonna say one thing, especially when they start talking about that religion. She gonna light you up. You don't know what you're talking about. She's gonna tear your ass up. You don't know what you're talking about, for real. But all right, man. Sunday. Oh yeah, Mr. Bennett and grooming reviews.
White boy from overseas.
Yes, sir. The Greek freak.
Yeah.
They man, their stuff starting to catch fire also, man. So on Saturday, the gray area, white and black mashed together, and they go out there. The last show that they had was a really good show, man. They had Grooming's his priest.
Yes, priest on there. I saw I saw some of it.
Yes,
it was
sir.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And then Monday, you also have the man, the super baby boomer, our pain, giving his perspective, rocking. We had a great show this past Monday. It was really, really good, man. Our pain, keep doing it, bro. Keep doing it. You got people thinking a different way, man.
I'm working on something for one day.
Yeah, and do you simulcast on your channel also?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah. Most definitely. And then, you know, on Tuesdays, it's Talk Tuesday.
So
that's
let me give you a little insight of what I'm gonna do Monday. And I don't know, I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
But my man Russell Wilson came out and said God ordained him.
Oh man, don't start with that one.
Hold on.
I think we should chop that shit up, man. I think we should chop that up, you know.
Hold on. What did he say?
Say that again?
What did
he say? What did he say?
He said God ordained him to be a stepdaddy.
Oh, nigga.
Hell yeah, let's talk about it.
Get the goddamn strap.
Lord. I think that makes for a good conversation.
Hell yeah.
For a good conversation, you know.
It's gonna be part two. It's gonna be part two. That could be part two of what we did on the barbershop as far as the stepdaddy thing. You know, now you got another swing on it. Hey, I want to talk about it, bro. Hell yeah. Because he talking about being ordained. Boy, these guys are something different over here.
You can be ordained to be a stepdaddy. Go ahead.
Man,
talk to
check the back chat.
Okay. What's this?
This in the back chat?
That's the one. That's the one. Trey.
He gave his show.
Oh yeah, I'm about to.
Oh no, this you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is this your channel or?
Yes, my channel.
Oh man, put it in the chat too. Put it in the chat also. Put it in the chat. Let me make sure I get a so we can subscribe. Please subscribe to Trey Ferg. That's right. Trey Ferg. That's what he got the channel as, Trey Ferg. I'm subscribing. You guys also subscribe also, so we can support our brother over here getting this content out. And we ain't got you yet, Trey. Somebody gonna get you clipped, and I already know what we gonna clip you on to.
They ain't got me clipped either. Y'all ain't gonna clip me. Y'all ain't gonna clip me and Trey.
Oh no, we gonna get nobody, bro. Even black man is not. Trust me when I tell you, he's not safe over in these streets over here.
Oh, you know how you catch him? Catch him on his little quick clips on what's his name?
Oh yeah, his shorts. Yeah,
Yeah, his shorts.
Oh, I'm
That's
gonna
where you
get his
catch
ass,
him
and I'm
at.
gonna get him good too. I'm gonna get him good because you know what? I'm gonna have to avenge. I'm gonna have to give revenge for my man Black David because he done got Black David so many goddamn times, man.
Oh yeah, man.
I keep trying to tell y'all better leave my Nigerian honey badger alone.
Nah, you know who needs some damn
Nigerian
help.
honey badger.
I'm gonna need you, Payne, to have a conversation with your boy Jay Prince, cause that nigga on some weird shit. I'm gonna need you to have something. You
Bro.
got to get him together, man.
What did he do now?
Bruh, the video I saw the other day that Fatty put up where he was like,
No, Fatty got him, but he didn't. You talk about when he said that the sucking dick shit.
Oh my
nigga.
God.
It wasn't.
that
I knew
shit.
he was gonna
Oh,
get
man.
clipped. That's why everybody was laughing because we understood what he was trying to do. He was trying to make a point, but he did it so bad where he was like, okay, he put himself in a scenario and said he liked
said,
to
I
suck
want to
D.
suck it. Yeah, I love it.
God.
He said, I've never done it before, but I like to do it.
Oh
It did
my
say
God.
pause.
But this is to put it in perspective.
Pause.
He was trying to make a point.
Right.
And you can't do that when you got Fatty around you, especially right now when you're arch enemies with Fatty. He's gonna get you. And Fatty did, man. When I tell you, I laughed at it so goddamn hard because I'm laughing. I'm on the
Fatty
damn
didn't waste
panel.
no time.
I'm on the panel, and I think he was addressing me. And he said it, and everybody just was like, "No,
That is unmerciful.
don't do it."
OG was like, "Yay!" because he heard it too.
OG said, "Gay." Fatty put it in slow motion again, and I said, "Damn, Prince, he got you, bro." But I understood what he was trying to get to.
Listen, I don't care how disturbed I am. Yo, if I ain't about to get out there and say, "Yo, I like sucking." No.
Right.
Ain't no way in the hell that's gonna slip out of my mouth. Ain't no way.
Crazy.
Right,
That's
bro.
funny as hell.
But it was funny. I like this. What I like about these guys' platform because they don't take it too serious. I'm glad Jay Prince is not taking things too serious no more. A lot of these dudes, they're not because they're all content creator, man, and we still got to have a certain respect for one another because nobody else is going to respect us. When you look at the sector that we're in, and you go to those other sectors, especially those white sectors, man, we small compared to them, bro. Them. So we gotta support one another. I don't go around and trying to find what I hate about somebody. You know what I'm saying? If they say something that I don't agree with, I'd rather go on the panel and talk to them about it. So when it comes down to him,
what else we can do though, JT? When you talk about that, and this is just something that I've been kind of catching, and I notice it especially when you have certain individuals deal with our elders, like Mr. Payne.
Yeah,
we got to check people, man, when they get out of hand, because when you looking at it from the outside and you seeing it, you see the disrespect, and you be like,
and it's too abrasive. Absolutely.
You know, Mr. Payne, man, he and they don't do it. I don't never see him do it too much to Mr. Bennett, but more so Mr. Payne. Just because he get on there and he clowns around and whatnot, he still owed that honor, due, and respect, man, that we supposed to show our elders.
I agree.
And you get some of these cats on here, man, they get a little bit out of hand. And like I be trying to tell people, hey, you doing that stuff behind a goddamn camera. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn who you are. When you see, are you willing to step up to that man face to face and be disrespectful like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man?
I agree, man. I definitely agree. I definitely agree.
The easiest way to solve this problem is sharpen your machete. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, listen, I don't trip over all that kind of stuff, man. That's why I ended the show on Monday the way I did. You know, that's why. I mean, you know what? Some people, you know, like I said, just in general, not talking about anybody specific. Some people, you know, when they get into engagements back and forth, some people get more heated than not. I've been guilty of that shit myself. So ain't nobody innocent in that.
We all got our moments. Yeah, we all got our moments.
We all have our moments. We all have our moments.
It is what it is. But I definitely agree with what Clement was saying, man.
Because I appreciate that. I
There's
appreciate
decorum that we
support.
gotta hold with one another, man. We can sit back and we can have back and forth with each other, man. But it can be fun, it can be, passionate, all these different things. But there is a certain level of disrespect that we do not need, especially when it comes down to black men talking to one another. I 100% agree with that, bro.
I agree with that too. Yeah,
absolutely. So, with that being said, go ahead, Loss. Rock, you got anything you want to put out there? Oh man, come on, bro. You got your damn channel and come on.
But listen,
Yeah,
I'm doing some reconfiguring, man, because I got some branding things I'm working on because I want to make sure that I build a platform where we have different conversations. I want to make sure it's a place where people can get the stuff that I get. You know what I'm saying? I can have stuff from over here, over there, and kind of have one place for everybody to come to, you know what I'm saying, to have that conversation. So yeah, on Sundays, I'm looking to crank that thing back up, man, so we can have some good conversation. The last one I had kind of got bombed. Remember that? Right? You remember that our pain? We had a wardrobe malfunction. You know, that came out of the blue. So we got to put some handles on that thing. But it was a real good conversation, though. It really was. And I want to make sure that we continue stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Loss, I got a new handle for you. I got a nickname for you.
Uh-oh.
Teddy P, baby, Teddy P. I think I gotta let him go.
Absolutely. So I'm trying to get here for either Saturday or Sunday. You just be on the lookout, man. If you have subscribed, make sure that you hit that bell because I'm going to be just sitting there listening to some music, probably have me a little bourbon or whiskey or cognac, and I'm definitely gonna be sitting back chopping it up with my peoples, man. I'm not about to do, and I figured out how to do it. I said, oh hell yeah, man, we just gonna sit back and just kick it, bro. So it's gonna be on a Saturday or Sunday. I haven't figured out which one. Just keep your eyes peeled. Make sure that you got those things because as soon as I put it up, you guys gonna know. And the first one I'm doing is James Brown. I ain't gonna even lie. That's gonna be the first one, the first guy that I do. We're gonna be listening to all 568 of his songs. He got a lot of goddamn shit. I didn't even realize how much. I mean, he got a whole jazz album, bro.
What are you talking about?
James Brown.
Oh,
this man has a whole. I think he got 2 jazz albums, bro. This man was dope, man. Most definitely. And his homeboy Bobby Bird.
Okay,
Bobby Bird. And what was the lady? You better think. What was that girl? Not Aretha Frank. The other song.
Oh, I know who you talking about. I can't think of her name.
I can't remember her name, but that was his girl. She was throwing that thing from the free throw lines, and James Brown was like, I at least got to get you on a record or something. But was
that before or after he started hitting her?
Shit, it probably was during. It probably was during. James Brown was something else, man. Most definitely. But all right, fellas, let me get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody. You got it locked up.
I got you, man.
You got it? Okay. So, all right, y'all. Tomorrow, the doc, the coach, and Friday is barbershop, and we're gonna be rocking them Friday. So I thank everybody for coming. Thank all you guys for coming. Salute. Y'all take it easy. We out of this piece.
All right.
Subscribe now.